Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, the 15th of October, and I'm back to normal. Well, when I say normal, the coffee crew, I mean. Yeah, so as the title suggests, rain go away because I've had enough now. Do me head in. Hi to the one viewer. How are you? Come in the chat and say something. Yeah, it's rained all weekend. So that's the title. Hi choppers, how are you? Yeah, it's been a crappy weekend, let's say. I do feel slightly better, but I'm still bunged up, so hi flying monkey. Yeah, I'm a lot better than what I were. Obviously I've still got the cold, so I was supposed to be going for my B12 and my flu vaccination, flu jab later on, but I've had to cancel, obviously, because I don't think I'm well enough to have it at the moment. So hi to the 5 viewers. So yeah, so I've rebooked it because the particular nurse that I go and see, she only does like Mondays and Tuesdays. Hi Carla, how are you? So yeah, so I've rebooked it for a week today. I don't think myself I'm well enough to have the flu vaccination, so just said to her, I could have gone for my B12, but it meant another trip to the doctors to have my flu vaccination. Oh, got the floor in your cat rod today. So yeah, so I've cancelled the appointment and made it for next Monday. Yeah, I'm sort of getting there, Carla. It's still like the bunged up feeling, and but in all honesty, I don't think I'm well enough still to have my flu vaccination. So yeah, I was due like to have my B12 and the flu vaccination, but in all honesty, I don't feel like I want to make 2 trips. Yeah, I could have gone for my B12 and left the flu vaccination till I was feeling better, but it means 2 trips. So I thought, well, I'll cancel it and get it done together. Hiya, Osby Andy. I'm just getting over a cold. It's not a rat rod now. Cookie has sat in it, and now I can call it a cat rod. Oh dear. I think everybody's waiting in anticipation of it being finished, choppers. I have got my coffee, Andy. So yeah, it is pants weather here. It's been raining all weekend. We've had the storm aptly named Callum come through the UK. The headlines on the news this morning was that the flood warnings had been stepped down and the storm Callum has dissipated. So you're having a whiskey. Oh, it'd be a bit too early in the morning to have a whiskey here, Andy, because it's 10 past. Hiya, Bella. How are you? Yeah, it's 10 past 10, and then it said 10 past 9 then. So yes, it's coffee only, plus the fact that I don't like whiskey anyway. I oh, what did you hit last night? Somebody in the face. Oh, what did you hit last night? Somebody in the face. It's all right. Ian's just put, guess what I've just hit last night? And I put, yes, somebody in the face. No, that was the evening. Did you reach your watch time, Ian? I have sent you an invitation. Don't forget to check your spam folder. How are you? I've already had my toast. Oh, we hit the 1,600 supporters. Yay!
Yay! Well done. How much do you pay him? No, he's good. He deserves more.
Yeah. So the story behind that, I'll wait for Ian coming in to tell the other tale.
7 p.m. out in Australia.
Yeah.
7:10.
7, yeah. Well, at the end of October, our clocks go back, don't they? So they'll sort of be even further in front. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know, another hour in front. So
when do our clocks go? And then their clocks change at a different time. I get totally confused.
Yeah, because like sort of our winter is their summer.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so it
I don't know if it changes in Australia. It does in America. They do the winter summer.
Okay, then I have sent you an invitation, Ian.
All right, no, I don't. I bet you're not, love. I bet.
Yeah, we can totally understand. I mean,
crap day yesterday.
Well, I mean, it's been like a crap month. I mean, when you think about it,
it's a crap month altogether, bless him.
Yeah. So, okay then. Hiya, Angel. How are you? Yeah, he says good morning. Happy that the coffee crew is back. Missed you. Thank you. I won't say back. I'm not 100%, but
did you cancel that appointment?
Yes. I've got to go 2:20 next Monday. But I did say to her, I says, yeah, I could come for my B12, but it means I've got to come back for my flu jab. And to me, that's a bit pointless. I may as well do both of them at the same time in one trip, you know. So, yeah, so I rang up and, you know, so, you know, I mean, same as I said, I could have gone for the B12.
But then you'd have to go for next week.
And it means I've got to go again next week.
And
as you know, I'm not all that steady on my feet anyway. So to me, it's just an unnecessary journey. So, yeah, so I just cancelled it. You know, and says, you know, can you do it next week, basically? So that's basically what I've done. I've cancelled it and rebooked it for next Monday. I mean, she could tell out, you know, I mean, obviously she could tell I'm not sense, so.
Oh, yeah, completely. But I think it's not as bad as it was, but it's left you a bit chesty.
Oh, yeah. It's like at the moment, I don't think per se I've got a chest infection, but same as you said, it's because I've got a cold. It has left me a bit chesty. So yeah, I mean, it's sort of been raining non-stop again here. I don't know what, you know, it's the wind has died down a little bit, but it's still crappy.
Sorry, I'm eating me toast.
But yeah, I've already had mine. I sort of had it just before I came on here, so.
Well, We was up half the night. What they do next, I do not know. Because this side, right, my mate lives, Debbie, she's
Yeah.
my mate. This side, a shit live or something.
I'll say I did see Baz's posting on Facebook about, you know, throwing things and...
Oh, never. We was up half the night. Well, first of all, I said, someone's coming in the front door. And he's going, I said, someone's coming in the front door. So we got up and I said, it's nothing, it's nothing. It must have been a car or something back fire. And I said, no. So anyway, then he laid down and then we put it, and then all of a sudden, bang, bang, in front of, screaming, shouting. This was 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, this makes me laugh. I mean, you know, if you're going to argue, don't do it in early hours at morning.
Oh, no, gone.
You know what I mean?
Probably eyes are cut. You know what they're like.
But you see, you know, when we was in the budget, IBIS budget in Portsmouth, they weren't so much. It was just like raised voices, and then like looked like somebody had gone out and the like automatic door slamming, and then it weren't so much banging about. It were because they sort of in close proximity. But I mean, that's one good thing about where we live. But same as I say, when we're in the budget, it weren't so much, but because they were in the next room, and you like basically could hear. Obviously, they were having an argument. So, but yeah, I mean,
do, and I think all different housing associations do the same thing. They normally have one area in this place, like ours is opposite to us. It's opposite the main road, our place that's not so good, and they normally put everybody over there like that. You know what I mean? But that is council, ours is housing association, but they normally put them over there. But our little court is, you'll see when you come up, there's 3 courts, and it's off-road parking at the side, but there's no car outside my house. There's no road outside my house.
Yeah.
And normally they put this court is lovely. I said that you could go to anyone in the night if you needed them. It's a lovely court. And then they stuck that in.
Well, you see, the thing is, I mean, that's same in Sheffield, Bella. You've got certain areas of Sheffield.
Yeah.
Where, let's say they put the rough ones, if you know what.
Same here.
But I mean, we lucky in that respect because there's, you know, you know, I mean, we've got lovely neighbours. An old lady that side, and this side we've got, you know, the not elderly, but the hey, Karate Joe says some of us US viewers trying.
All the retrobates are actually in Runcorn.
But you know, same as I say, you've got them. I think it don't matter where you go, Belly. You've got them sort of areas wherever you go, and I think it's a council thing that
just, you know, it's just like one. It's a lovely court and it's a lovely atmosphere, and it's just this one cretin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then they happen to be stuck next door to you. You know what I mean?
I know.
But yeah, I mean, it's not very often. I mean, we have on occasion sort of. I think somebody's had words when they've been coming back from pub, but that's like, you know what I mean. You know, but as regards sort of, you know, next door neighbours, but you know, same as I say, I told you the story about where we used to live before, but that is sort of council estate, where, you know, where they just push anybody there. Oh, Flying Monkey says they look after each other in his area, and the police don't like coming to mine. That's all right. I'm just laughing at what Ian's put. But you see, the thing is,
I mean, me head batting anybody in, I'd just give them a stomach ache, wouldn't I? Because come up to this.
you know, I mean, my first thoughts was, what if it had been a woman?
I know.
You know what I mean? I will be honest with you, and I said to Chris, I mean, it's the size of the fella.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Even though there were two of them, what went through their mind is to, you know, that they were going to do what they did.
See,
you know what I mean?
They don't necessarily know the nature either, because I mean, just because Ian's a big fella, Baz is a big fella, but they might not have the nature to fight back. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean just.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's.
They were probably two right little scumbags, and wasn't expecting what they got, and I'm glad they got it.
Exactly. But it's a case of, you know what I mean? You know, he's 6 foot odd. You know, let's face it. I mean, the size of Ian is intimidating.
Yeah.
Just like visually, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, visually, Ian's sort of intimidating because he's a big guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, I'm like you, Bella. I mean, I wouldn't go out after dark anyway.
No.
Only not on my own anyway. Not I might go out in the car, but that's about it. I wouldn't go, you know. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I said to Bella last night when she told me. I says, probably thought they were, you know, being big and everything because there were two of them, but they, you know, they didn't reckon with the force of Ian, did they? If you know what I mean.
Right.
But you know, I mean, as well, one of my first words. One of my first words were, I bet they don't report that one to police.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And we says he's worked at the same place for 24 years and never had a problem.
I know.
It's just society nowadays, isn't it? You know, they probably thought, probably saw him go into the cash point, knew he'd got some cash out and thought, easy money here. You know what I mean? You can't sort of understand the mentality of them, can you?
No.
You know, the mentality. Pardon?
I said Netto. How do I get rid of
that? Have you muted your YouTube?
Yeah.
I don't know then. So as I say before I start, I always mute the YouTube anyway. But yeah, I mean it's just young'uns nowadays, you know. Typical that is, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You know, the description and everything down to what they were wearing, etc. Well, at the end of the day, Ian, you were defending yourself. Pure and simple. I mean, it's like I'm this. I don't know about yourself, Bella, but I'm this big believer. If somebody's trying to break into my house, you knew use whatever force necessary to stop them from doing that. You know, simple. You know, and this is what angers me. It's like Chris goes to work 5 days a week, and what we've got is, ain't it? If you know what I mean. And then they think it's all right to come in and nick what you've worked hard for. You know.
I know. It's you can't reason with them, and they put them in place. I mean, they haven't got. I mean, there's a new thing now. Don't put them in punishment. Teach them how to behave.
Good.
You can't teach them how to behave.
I mean, you know, not being funny, you know, but that's easy way out, isn't it? They can say, "Oh yeah, I'll do this or I'll do that. I'm not going to go to prison or I'm not going to,"
Exactly.
and then just sit there, you know, picking the nose or thinking about, you know what I mean? And then, you know, they've been, haven't they? But they've not learnt nothing. You know, I mean, that's sort of my, and I still say, Bella, I still say they ought to bring back national service.
Yes.
That'll teach them.
That.
Yeah.
This is true.
And I'm still a big believer of it. You know, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. You know what I mean?
I'm right.
So you know, it does it angers me. It does, it angers me. You know, you've got these young'uns that have never worked a day in their life and think it's okay to walk up to somebody that they've seen taking money out of a cash point that he's worked hard for. And just nick it off him. You know what I mean? And this is what grates me. We haven't got to work for it. We'll just go and, you know, duff somebody up and nick all his hard-earned cash.
It's like I've spoken to people like you know, friends that have got kids and things like that, and there's no drive. There's no, like, you know, it, like Callum will say, "Oh, I want to be this or I want to be that. I'd like to do this." I'd like, when they'll go to college, you hear him talking about it.
Yeah.
The kids have got no drive. I don't know. And they just, all they want to do is leave school and sign on.
And a lot of kids Callum's age will say, "I can't be asked with school. It's wasted."
That's what I mean.
That's their attitude.
But they're taught that. I bet the parents are the same.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And I do believe same as you, Bella. It's only because, I mean, I told you the other day, I worked up until the year 2000, sometimes with kids full time.
I did. Yeah, I did.
You know what I mean? Chris has always worked. And it's instilling that work ethic into the kids.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Ian says, if I see these two lads, I'm going to give them well, if they've got any sense in, they'll steer clear because, you know.
Exactly.
You only headbutted them the first time, but, you know, they're probably running opposite direction.
And I bet you bottom dollar, not that it'll happen, but if the mothers would say, "What did you do to my poor boy?" And
yeah,
oh God, there is.
You know, and it'd be the typical story. Oh, you must have got mistaken because my lad's not like.
Oh, I know. What a load of crap.
You know, and they'd sort of put the, you know, the onus on Ian because he was the one that headbutted him, and you know, it were unprovoked, and they'd probably try and turn it round and saying that, you know.
Yeah, exactly. They do. They see no harm in them, and probably they share what they've nicked out of them.
Oh, that's it. But yeah.
No, I've got no time for it.
It's just people think I'm a soft touch. They don't know the real side of me when when you cross the line. But you see the thing is, Chopper.
I ain't scared of you.
Well, I often say about Choppers, his bark's worse than his bite, but you know what I mean. It's same as I was saying.
Yeah.
Ian's 6 foot. Hiya, Sharon. How are you?
Hi, Sharon.
But it's in, you know, you can't fathom how they mind things. They could get away with.
I know.
picking on Ian, you know what I mean? Well, not picking on him, but I kind of, you know, think they could, because there were two of them, they probably, you know, are the I'm hard type of thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
How did you know I bite? You'll be surprised what I know, choppers. So
Yeah,
but the thing is, I mean, I'm trying to wait for Ian to come on to explain what happened last night. You know, there was an incident, let's say.
last night. What, another incident?
No, I mean when he was on the way to work.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm sort of waiting for Ian to come in to explain you know, what happened. But
I mean, bloke, he's better than the thing with the bus, and
yeah.
A couple of weeks ago he was took real poorly. He's had a bloody rotten month, poor bloke.
Well, I mean, fingers crossed, Bella. They say it comes in threes. Now he's had his 3, so
yeah.
You know, okay then. It said 2 minutes. But we're talking about the state of the society and today's youngsters, basically.
Yeah.
At the moment. But you know, I mean, it's getting to something, Bella, if the elder generation are getting scared to go out as soon as it gets dark.
But I've been scared to go out since I was a kid. I've never gone out of a night on my own.
It's all right. I'm just laughing at Ian. He says, "Let me get some clothes on. Don't need to come on in my thong."
Oh my God, no thanks, Ian. It's a bit too early in the morning for me, love.
I'm going to say, I was being chanted on about earlier on. Something about having a whiskey. I says, well, it's only just gone 10 o'clock here, Andy. I says, you know, I says, one, it's a bit too early to bring it out, the whiskey. I says, and 2, I don't like whiskey anyway. Hi, David, how are you? A cane
You
is
know
like,
what? I don't think the cane would be any good now.
No.
It's how they're bred now. I think choppers. Mark, honestly, I think they fit the cane over the teacher's head.
But you see, I mean, me and Bella were just discussing about, I think it'd be a good idea. You get in trouble, you do national service for a stint.
I think national service is a good idea, but they've got nothing, have they? There's no deterrent.
But you see, the thing is, Bella, it's same in America. The army is very strict, and it might instill some,
Yeah,
you know, some, discipline. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, if you have knee choke could change, Sharon, that's for sure.
Yeah. But I think that's what a lot of the kids nowadays want or need is discipline. So you know, I mean, we're not. How can I put it? Put it this way: Callum knows right from wrong, and he knows that if he does wrong, he's in trouble for it.
Yeah, but you've taught him that, Jeanette. These kids probably, half of them are like latchkey kids, they call it, don't they?
Yeah. Well, back in our day, they were called latchkey kids.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, darling. You've been in the wars.
I've not just.
You've had your 3 things now, Ian. It as this song goes, things can only get better.
No, I said to Sophie, that busway wants to see the end of me this week, right? Because it was the same place where I got hit on the board.
Of course.
Oh, no.
Honestly, it's the same place.
A certain person that got an hit out on you, has she?
Hey, it did cross my mind last night. So I don't know. I won't be going on
last night on Facebook, and I couldn't get in. I kept coming in, and it going off, and I coming in, and it was going off.
Signal, I think, was a bit crap in there last night. It was just crazy. Sophie, she's got the get the train. She took some money out my wallet, so she get the train to Chester, and I've forgotten that she took this money. So when I remembered, I thought, I'll need it for the taxi to get down to work. So I have to go to the shop. And as I went in the shop, I think I was spotted going in the shop to use the cash machine.
Yeah, I reckon it. They'd been hanging about outside, and so you use
it. On the way back from the shop, Ian?
Yeah, it was on the way back. I went in, and these two lads, there's like a bit of a car park. Well, you can a bit fit about 4 or 5 cars. And I remember seeing them on the other side of the cars. And I went in, and he was this scally lad. As
I'm listening.
He kind of like stared at me as I was at the cash machine, and I thought, strange. So you look at somebody at the fucking cash machine, like. So I moved away to where the pot was to put my money. It was only 30 quid. Until I got out, it was £30. And put it in my pocket. So I stood back. There's bread, and then like these not small bottles of pop in front. So I stood back, put it in my pocket with my phone, and I thought, right, I don't need anything from the shop, so I'll come out. So I come out the shop, and I walked, I reckon, about 300 yards. And I said to Sophie, I said, the minute I stepped out of the shop, I knew there was something wrong. I knew that there was an atmosphere. There was something there I could feel was going to go wrong. I said, I got on that busway. I said, I started, because it's quicker to walk up the busway than it is to go around through the streets and stuff. It takes 2 minutes to walk up the busway to get back to the house, or it takes you 10 minutes to walk around. So I shot up the busway. And this lad, they were dead cagey. They were dead like, I said, so they didn't know whether to stop me or to go ahead with it, kind of thing. It was weird. You could see there was a bit of worry to think, oh, should we or shouldn't we?
Yeah.
And the words was, hand your phone over, hand your money over, otherwise going to give you a good kicker. And I went, is that right? And he went, yeah, we are. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. I said, are you? And he went, yeah. I said, come here, son. Bang. So I had busted him. And as I had busted him, this arm's still sore. And I said to Sophie, I said, this is the arm I usually, if I'm going to hit somebody, it's usually this arm. I said, so I was very lucky, but I went like that with this arm. As I went back, his mate went, no, I don't want anything. And he ran off. And this lad was screaming over his nose. The one you headbutted? Say that again, Bella.
The one you headbutted?
Yeah, the one I had it. He was screaming. And there were blood drip on the floor. And I said to Sophie, I said, I was going to give him a dig again. I said, but then I didn't want to hurt him too much.
Yeah.
I said I could see that he was in a bad way, as he was, to be honest. I said, so I didn't want to give him another clout, especially when he's got his hands over his face, and he was pretty much, he was helpless anyway then. So I just then like kind of backed off, and I kept walking away, but I kept looking back just in case they come back. Because this lad liked it, and I'm thinking to myself, as he got around the corner, he's a gang of lads around the corner. No,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
he's a nice mate, isn't
he? Yeah, literally, he panicked. When I hit him, he absolutely panicked and then legged it. But I phoned the police, said to the police, said, listen, so I'm not denying it. I said, I have hit a lad. I said, I've put his nose right across his face. I said, I'm not saying I haven't done that. I said, I have done it. I said, he tried to rob me. And they went, oh, we'll send 2 police officers down to the shop tomorrow to look at the CCTV, see if we can identify them. But because there's no claims been made from you assaulting them, there's not a lot we can do about that.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, really? Okay.
So it's giving them free rein to go on to the next innocent victim then?
Yeah. That was my attitude.
Well, they probably don't want to go to the police, do they? Because it was their fault. You was only defending.
They're not going to go into the police station and said, well, look, I tried to rob somebody last night and he headbutted me.
Exactly.
My worry, to be honest with you, was they were between 16 and 18, right? I said, so my worry is on it. I did say to last night, I said, be expected for me to be nicked. I said, if he screams that it's assault, was him going home to his mum and dad. And I said, so he said, I'm 99% certain I broke his nose for him. I said, because there was too much blood and he was screaming too much. I said, if he's gone home to his mum and dad and gone, I've just been beat up.
Yeah.
Then it's my word against theirs.
Well, not if there's CCTV.
Yeah, if it's CCTV and it picks them up of them coming into the shop or watching me or whatever, and they're hanging about outside the shop and they followed me, then obviously that's totally different. But if there isn't, and then there's that, that's my only worry was that. But that's why I put that status up to say, if you've got a son coming home with half his nose across his face, I'm the guy to blame. I'm not denying it at all. So that's the police. I said, I've not denied it. I said, I'm being deadly honest with you. So I said, I hit him.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you've a right to defend yourself.
Exactly.
Massively.
And Choppers has just said he had someone put a knife at his throat once, but I put a 9mm pistol under his chin and said, go ahead, one of us is going to die and it's not going to be me. But I mean, it's there. You know what I mean? It's you've a right to, you know. And I strongly believe you should have a right to defend yourself.
Oh yeah.
But I've always been honest. That, as you know, I've got friends who are in the police and stuff like that. I've always been honest with the police. If somebody comes at me, don't expect me to stand there because I am going to defend myself.
Yeah.
It's simple as I am really going to defend myself. And if anybody, Sophie will tell you, if anybody comes to this house now, right, they wouldn't get out of this house alive. They really wouldn't. Sophie knows past with me and she knows what I'm like. They really wouldn't. I don't take highly to it. So I've worked very, very hard for a lot of things that I've gained and stuff. I'm not having some idiot, scally thing that they can take it away from.
This is exactly what me and Bella were on about earlier on. You know, somebody that's probably never worked in their life. No. Oh, it's easy pickings. And I've always said, you've got a right to defend what you've worked all your life for.
Yep. Really
be exactly the same. I mean, they get the same treatment if they tried to rob us, you know.
I said to Sophie now, I said, don't walk down that bit of busway. A lot of people walk down there because it's a lot quicker. I said, so don't walk down there again because you're on your own. But then I'm worrying last night because I'm in work and Sophie's getting off at 10 o'clock at the train station. And I said to her, make sure you're okay. Give me a text once you get home and stuff like that. Yeah. Just because it used to be a really rough area around here. It still is, but the young kids now, they're not like it used to be. It's young wannabe little gangsters. That's the problem, to be honest. But it's like everywhere.
I mean, I've never heard Runcorn to be that bad. Dalham seems to be the place where the
Dalham, Orford.
Yeah, that's a bad place.
Yeah. We've got a lot of knife crime at the minute, Bella. We had that young lad who was obviously stabbed to death about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We've got a lot of stuff like that happening at the minute around Runcorn.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot more knife crime around here, and that's what everyone was getting at on my status, was saying it could have been a lot worse because there has been, within the last, I reckon, 3 to 6 months, there's been a lot more knife crime.
Really?
Cheshire Police put a post up. It was only, I'll find it in a second. It was only within the last, I reckon, say 2 weeks. And he sent this dog out around to a couple of the local parks. They found a handgun and about 8 or 9 knives, but have been stashed around the park.
Oh my God.
So it is there. You just don't realise it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have said it was that much until I seen that kind of post and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just scallies, isn't it?
I know there's a place in Manchester, Moss Side.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that's supposed to be pretty bad.
Yeah, it is. It's mega. Anyway, from that side, Cheating Hill, anywhere around that area, that's all pretty rough. Pretty rough, like.
We don't really have that much. In Padgate, there's not a lot.
It's not in Padgate, is there?
No, no, there's not. And on this estate, there's not a lot.
No, it's just like I know Padgate's all right. It's more your other side, isn't it? Like Orford and all that.
Yeah.
Poplars Ave, that's bad down Poplars Ave.
Is it?
Yeah, mega. I know. That's where they throw all the council estates as, like the single mums, the druggies, and all that. So
Is that, I was saying to Jeanette, normally they put, because we've got a share next door, honestly, and they never normally put people like this on this estate. And my court is it's lovely. Everybody knows everybody. It's a really lovely court. And then suddenly they stick these, but they normally put them over the road in Grenfield's and over the road from us. It's the opposite side of the main road.
Yeah.
The council estate there, and they normally put them all there. And sort of over this side, because this is housing association.
Yeah.
Over this side, they're normally really good, but they put this sharing next door. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We was up after night 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. They're screaming and shouting and oh.
I've seen Barry's status. At the end of the day, it's not good because Baz needs his sleep and stuff like that as well. You know what I mean? So
It's bad.
yeah. So it's not good at all. But no, it's just young idiots, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
They're all mindless.
Yeah.
But I said to Jeanette, the punishment is no good. The parents are the same. The parents probably share whatever they nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to go to the shop to get money to get a taxi to work. You know what I mean? It's kind of a bit of a joke.
No.
I used to meet Sophie at work a lot down at O2, and I think people thought I was being a bit over the top because the way she had to walk back was through this woods, a bit of a path, and I hated it because I've heard so many people be mugged and worse things down there. So I used to meet her pretty much every night down there because I hated her walking down on her own. She's a young girl.
Yeah.
I would say it's not being overprotective. It's just looking out for you.
Your loved ones, yeah, of course.
For your partner.
It's not just saying because obviously Sophie's my partner, but she's a young girl. She's a very attractive young girl, and there's plenty of idiots out there who would pick on Sophie just because they size her and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So, and that was me worry. Kyle, I've mentioned Kyle to you a few times. Kyle's the one who sends me other videos and pictures and stuff. He messaged me last night about 11:30 saying, "Are you okay? I've just seen your status." And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Who on the earth would pick on you, Ian? He's 90% know you around here. Who the hell would pick on you?" And I went, "Two scally lads." I said, "Who obviously thought they were a lot bigger than the boots than they expected."
Well, plus it's not only that, Ian. They seen their opportunity to get some money. I mean, unless they were stood behind you, blah blah blah, they wouldn't have known that you only got 30 quid out.
Yeah.
For at the end of the day, there's been people mugged for a lot less.
Oh yeah.
Well, he asked for my phone, and he said any money on my phone, right? Which I had my phone out at the machine, and I said this. So he said, "I think they've clocked me because I did have my phone out. I then put my phone back in my jacket, right? If he took my phone with me money, we would have been looking about 1,400 quid lost." So it's one of them. But lucky enough, it didn't come to that. Just be extra careful now. So
you can have a better week next week, Ian.
Hopefully.
It's one of these, same as you said, Ian. You've worked hard for what you've got.
Yep.
And what gives them the right to just not work and I think they can eat the pickings.
Yep. It's just assholes, isn't it? So but it's true.
It's all right. I was just saying, got to go Doctor Who, the Sheila new series is on soon.
Yeah.
It started last week for us, Moz. It was the first one last week, and then it was the second one last night.
Okay.
Hi, darling.
Hi.
Sophie.
You okay?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, I've got to go to work in a minute.
Oh.
He's been through the wars this week, Sophie.
What?
He's been through the wars this week.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I was in that last night.
I know.
But I'm a bit better today,
Is it?
to be honest, yeah. Can't straighten it out properly, but yeah, my hands are messy still.
It's a case of, well, hopefully, fingers crossed, he's had his 3 things, and
Yeah.
Hopefully.
hopefully.
We'll see. He comes home, he dance to the pub.
What?
Comes home, he dance to that pub. You never know, do you?
When you go to work again, Ian?
Wednesday night. Wednesday night, unfortunately. So I'm possibly going to go out for a couple hours today just to get out and just chill out. Is it raining?
Yeah.
I want to say it's
Fiddling down here.
I want to say it's been like on and off, like raining, and then it stops for a bit, and then it rains a bit more, and it's
This is
you know,
like a misty kind of type, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, mist.
I reckon it's going to be nice this afternoon. I can't see that is, but then.
It's raining at the front, but not at the back.
No, it is. You can see it. Just cut through on the fence.
Oh.
It is raining. You can see it on the window. Look, on the window. So, right, you going there? Otherwise, you're going to miss your train.
No, it's not due to our fast. I don't need to leave for shit.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I
Hey, get rid of me.
do you get the feeling he's trying to get shut of you, Sophie?
Yeah.
I thought.
Oh, Choppers has cut his hand this morning working on the cat rod.
Oh.
So,
Chopper says hi from Australia.
Hi.
but yeah, I think you've had your 3 things now, Ian. I think you do. I'm going to say I think you do some good luck now.
Well, Keith's just come in, and Keith says, "Good morning, Jeanette, Bella, Ian, and Sophie."
Hi, Keith.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh dear. It's all right, Keith. You've just missed Ian telling the story of last night when he splattered somebody's nose
Keith
across their
wouldn't
face
see
because
any
they
of
tried.
it.
Yeah, they tried to mug him, but they didn't reckon on Ian giving him a quick headbutt. 2 young scallywags trying to mug him.
And I'm the most sweet and innocent kind of guy on it. I'm the most
As I was saying though, I mean,
violent guy.
we've all seen the size of Ian. Now, you know what went through their mind when they thought with the being big and thinking, oh well, 2 of us, there's only 1 of him. You know what I mean?
Really?
My
Oh, he says it's been watching on the TV, so heard the story. Yeah.
But look at the size of my hands to Sophie's.
Uh,
That's how I am with Baz. That's exactly the same as I am with Baz.
yeah,
I'm not
I
the
mean,
smallest
you
of
know.
lads, like, am I?
We had a photo when we got married. We had a photo, and he put his hand over mine, and you can just see 1 little finger poking.
I know you can. I can do that myself.
Yeah, do that one.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
coming
you
at home.
can't see my
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Same as I said, it's a case of they saw the opportunity. They thought they were gonna, because there were 2 of them. They were, you know, feeling all big and thought they could get away with it, but they didn't. They didn't reckon on you, you know.
I've been watching the TV. Yeah, right. Ian's sweet and innocent. Hell no. I am. I'm sweet and innocent. I am. When did you ever know me to hit anybody?
Do you want to rephrase the question?
Okay, I might have.
Well, I'm sorry for interrupting, Ian. Just turn your head towards the camera. Let me see if you did any damage.
I actually didn't. I've got nothing at all. I said to you last night, didn't I?
No, he's not got any.
It was sore here, right? It's not this morning. It was last night. It was there. It was sore as I touched it, but it hadn't. I expected it to blow up, to be honest.
I was going to say, you know,
I didn't think of that, of
I
course.
mean, it must have gone with some force. If it, obviously, you said you think you broke his nose, but you know, you would have thought that you'd at least had a little bruise or something, or
You know what he sounded like? You know when a cat is fighting and you can hear it like proper screeching?
yeah.
Right? Well, that's how he was with his hands over his nose. He was screaming like a little girl. He was.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Half at time, Ian, they think they're big and they think they're tough.
Yeah.
But some, you know, when somebody, you know, gives them a one bite, they do scream like a little girl.
Yeah.
The problem I've got, Jeanette, right? And the first time you ever seen it, when you upset me, I've got a lot more strength of my behind me than I realized.
Oh, yeah.
That lad, and I launched him, didn't I, across the venue? That was funny, wasn't it?
I mean, we're laughing about it, but I always say, nobody will ever come at me because I'm like a ninja with me walking sticks. You know what I mean? Try it on with me, punk, and you'll have force these two.
That's always worse because I'm small as well, you know, and they pick on me because of that.
Hi, Easy, how are you?
But you know what? I've also found he's a girl who comes in, right? Bella, Sarah, what's she? She's about 2 foot tall, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's 40 odd, isn't she? But she's only small, and she's
feisty, like.
She's dead small, right? And people think that she's an easy target because of the size, and she's dead slim, isn't she? And dead small. She is literally a dead small woman. I stand next to her, she comes to my hip, right? She's small, like. But people think she's an easy target.
Yeah.
I watched her jump up and kick a guy in the head about 3 years ago. Right? She
All right,
can
Marie's laughing at what I said about being a ninja with me walking stick. But yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, looks can be deceptive, can't they? If you know what I mean.
Massively, I know some big guys who are absolutely huge and couldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. You can't always go by that. And they were probably hoping yesterday that you was one of them.
Yeah. I really thought.
I mean, it's one of these things, Ian. If you're defending yourself, defending your property, you'll do anything within reason to defend that property.
Yep. Oh, it literally. Very, very lucky that it wasn't here at the house because I don't know what I would have picked up or what I would have done.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of them things. You defend your loved ones. You defend what you've worked all your life to accomplish. Let's say.
Yep. I don't take highly to it at all. It was a lad last night on Sophie's. I went to school with him. I went nursery with him, so I've known him all my life. And he was saying like, "What the hell's this area coming to?" and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, we've lived here all our lives, and you don't expect to put up with stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's getting like it's the same all over the country.
I think it was Ruby that was in the chat last week. She said about the US being just as bad, and I disagreed and said everywhere is just as bad these days. I know they have a lot more gun crime and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we're getting to that point now where you're picking up guns over here and knives over here.
I know.
Yeah.
Getting just as bad. It's everywhere. I think the society now is everyone knows, especially in this country, that we haven't got enough police, so we can pretty much do whatever we want. And that's the attitude of everybody.
Yeah, and I think, you know, that were a bad mistake. I mean, I know they're cutting back on army, they're cutting back on police, but if you've got a lawless society, then that gives the lawless people free reign to do whatever they please.
Yep, it's literally there's so much now what's going on which wasn't going on, and it's because we've not got the support. I said this. She's the only black police officer that we have here in Warrington and Runcorn and Widnes. Female. She's only, I think she said she was 24, 25. Lovely girl. I've met her a few times with incidents that have gone on. And I said to her, we need the support. I said, around Runcorn. And she said, they wouldn't give you the support around here or Widnes. He said, when you call the police now, we come straight from Warrington over here. So Warrington Bridge Street to get Darwin.
But you see, the thing is, I mean, like certain instances, they think it suffices just to give you a crime number.
Yeah. What's the number one?
You know what I mean? And I mean, Darwin Droney's just said, I mean, is it the nail on the head? It all boils down to drugs. You know, they were probably wanting some money for drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're just assholes. I just worry about Soph when she's walking back into, so I'll be meeting you tonight down there. Yeah, definitely. So I'm not having you walk.
Train's a bit later tonight, so I'll probably get there. I'll text you what time it's at.
Right, I'm not having you walk from there down.
No. I mean, Chris would be the same.
Yeah.
Chris would be the same with me.
Same.
You know, if I were working, and obviously at night it's just drawing in now. You don't want to be walking on your own, Sophie. Not, you know.
I'm overprotective of your hand now.
Yeah, you've got your own personal bodyguard. You know.
Oh, you know.
I mean, he might be a little incapacitated at the moment, but it doesn't stop him doing any damage.
I used to go to a book group at, you know, the Pedgate Library?
Yeah.
I used to go to a book group there every night, but once I started YouTube, I had to chuck that out because there was enough time. But I used to go there once a week, and it started at 7 and ended at 9, and in the winter. Well, in the summer as well, come to think of it. I'd walk there, but Baz would always be outside the library when I come out.
God, it's just too many idiots. And like I said to you a minute ago, the first person that they'll pick on is someone like you, Bella, Sophie, etc.
Yeah.
You're a woman.
Yeah.
And it's sad that it comes down to that. That's what, if they're going to pick on me, right, you've got no thought of going to be picking on Sophie, have they?
Yeah, exactly.
Being a woman.
But you see, the thing is, I mean, I'll say it again. I think it was a crime of opportunity, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think
crime of opportunity. They seen you'd gone to the cash point. Obviously, they were watching you.
Yeah.
It was obvious that they'd been watching you. Saw you get money out the cash machine. You know.
It's like when I go down to my daughter's, they live in Sittingbourne. So I have to get a train to Euston, and then one from Euston to then from King's Cross, I have to go down to Sittingbourne. Yeah. But Becca always says to me, Mum, don't phone me until you're on the train, and then don't phone me again until you get off the train. And you know, she always thinks don't have the phone out, sort of thing, because don't let people see your phone.
Oh, they can nick mine because it's no good. But, you know what I mean? I'd say, here, I'll have it. It gives me what's it to get a new phone.
Right. What Bella just said, right, is very true. Because a lot of people these days, right, especially middle-aged, older people, are now getting the up-to-date phones, which are the £1,200 mobile phones. And so people now are targeting older people because they've got a £1,200 mobile phone.
Yeah. Darwin says that where he lives is turning into the drugs capital of Lancashire, but it's everywhere. Same as I said to Bella earlier on. I don't care where you live in the country. There's certain areas, even in Sheffield. Just down the road, right? This is a typical. When we first moved to the area, I mean, we didn't know where anything was, so. Newfield Green is like just up the road. Now there was a co-op there, and Chris says, "Oh, we started going to that co-op before that we knew that Asda were down the road."
Jeanette, sorry to put in love, but my internet's about to go off on you. So if it disconnects, I'll be back in a sec.
Okay, then. But the thing is, we used to go to this particular co-op. Now about 3 or 4 months after we moved in, there was this big incident, and one of them areas, the rough areas, there's a lot of masonettes. And what it was, there was a guy and a lady having a an argument. It escalated. He pinned her up against the wall. She phoned the police. Now the police came out, right, and he tried doing a runner. Now he was armed with an axe, I think it was, and he tried running from them. They ran after him, and one of them was a lady police officer, and he nearly severed her fingers on her hand. That's how bad it were.
Oh.
So then he managed to escape, and he went into that co-op, and he was like threatening everybody in the co-op with his axe. And that is just like 5 minutes down the road from us. So it's not sort of just, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
So,
You know what I mean?
I know.
But he got sent down for it, obviously, because it, you know, basically it nearly severed this police lady's hand. So, you know, it'd get the full force of the law, basically.
Yeah.
And this is one of the typical bad estates that we're talking about. It's like just over the road from this co-op, and they actually lived in that estate. But, you know, I don't know whether it was drug induced or I never really heard the full story about it, but I knew he tried to escape. They went chasing after him, and he swung at this police lady with his axe and nearly cut all her fingers off. So yeah, Marie says she lives out in the country and there are druggies out there. You know, it's everywhere. It's the bane of life today, isn't it, really? When all's said and done.
I know.
They're so, you know, so easily available. I mean, I don't know whether this guy were high on drugs that, you know, nearly chopped this policewoman's fingers off, but some, as I say, I never sort of heard the full story, but it went on a rampage. He went in the co-op just across the road because he thought he'd get away from them, you see, but he didn't. And he was like threatening everybody in the shop. And I went, oh my God, you know, to think we started going there when we first moved to the area.
Mm-hmm.
It don't bear thinking about.
My bloody machine keeps frozen. I won't be a minute. My washing machine, and I've tried to disarm it. When it's finished, it bleeps.
Yeah.
And it bleeps and it bleeps and it does. It's a high-pitched bleep. It drives me nuts. Sometimes I'm watching a film and the bloody thing starts halfway through. I'm just going to go and shut my washing, but I'll be back.
Okie dokie then. Hi, Sky Pilot, how are you? Yeah, so the subject we're talking about today is greetings from down under. I assume you're another Aussie. Yeah, but I mean, in all honesty, choppers, same as I say, I go back to the thing where I think it should be mandatory for the young people nowadays to do national service. You know, it's a case of instilling some discipline into them. I mean, we're sort of parent that, you know, you don't rule with an iron fist, but Callum knows right from wrong, and he knows that if he does wrong or he steps out of line, he'll be grounded. He'll have all his like technical stuff took away from him. Now, I think today parents let the kids get away with too much, and that's when they get unruly. Now, not saying this in a, none of my kids have ever been in trouble, because my parents were strict with me, and I've always been the same way with my kids. You know what I mean? It's a lot of the time, it's the way they're brought up. And I still believe that if you're brought up to be, obey the rules, abide by the law, then, you know, it's wrong to do this, it's wrong to do that, then, you know, the thing follows on. I've never been in trouble. My kids have never been in trouble. You know what I mean? And as Bella said earlier on, there's too much nowadays of what we call latchkey kids. The parents couldn't give a monkeys what the kids are doing. And they're the ones that are getting in trouble. So, you know, you've got to be strict with your kids. You've got to teach them right from wrong. You know, and I still abide by that. You know, I was taught that way. You were in a heck of a lot of trouble if you did anything wrong. And one of my dad's favourite sayings was, you do as I say, not do as I do. You know what I mean? And I'm exactly the same. I was brought up very strictly. You know, you do as I say, not do as I do. Yeah. And this is why I mean, Bella agrees with me. I think that they should be made to do, I mean, because here in the UK, the prisons, yeah, they're overcrowded. You get sent to prison, but they're smuggling drugs in and all sorts to prison. So it's like home from home. You know what I mean? The prison service, I can't say the prison service is soft on them, but the attitude of the younger generation is, oh, well, I'm going to prison. You know, makes no odds to me. I'll be out in 6 months. And they learn more in prison than they do, you know, as regards burglaries and crime and whatever. They actually learn more in prison than they do out in the outside world. Hiya, Flying Canuck. How are you? But yeah, I think a stint in the armed services, teaching them discipline, teaching them a strict regime is basically, you know, I'll say it, you know, I believe in that. I believe in, you know, get them in army, you know, teach them some discipline, etc. Thank you, Canuck. Thank you for that. But yeah, it's the state of the society that we live in. Yeah, and same as Chopper's just said, they get 3 warm meals a day. They're getting free accommodation. You know, what deterrent is that? You know, I mean, some of the prisons, you know, let's say in the USA, are a bit more stricter than what they are in the UK. But you know, they find in all. I mean, I was watching a prison program the other night, and you'd be amazed. You know, they're smuggling drugs in. They're getting drones to, you know, drop the drugs off. But then it went on to say, if they're stamping it out in one sense, they've actually got some of the prison guards or warders, or what you want to call them, are actually smuggling it in for them to make extra money. So there's no deterrent, because they're getting the drugs while they're in prison anyway. So basically, you know, to me, there is no deterrent. You know, just throwing them in prison. I mean, in like the teenagers, they go to what they call young offenders here in the UK. But to me, it's like it might be a hostel, or it's just like home from home for them. You know, it's just home from. It's not a deterrent. They'll go out and they'll reoffend. So basically, same as Chopper says, they're getting free board and accommodation at the end of the day. That's basically all it boils down to. So yeah, they're getting 3 hot meals. They're getting, you know, all the comforts of home, basically. Not a deterrent whatsoever. So what has everybody been up to? I mean, I've had my little rant there about it not being a deterrent. So support each other. Together we are stronger and last longer. Yes, I agree, Canuck. I mean, that is what my channel's about. We're here to support each other. I class everyone that comes in the chat as my friends. Some I've met in person, some I haven't, but I still class people as friends. So right, I've just had a message from Ian. He says he'll be back in a sec. Oh, you're working on your cat, Rod, are you, Choppers?
I'm just hanging me washing up. I'm just in the same room. I can hear you.
Okie dokie then. Yeah, Choppers has just put, we come here as strangers and leave as friends. Very true, Choppers.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean, it's we come from all over the world. I mean, Choppers is from Australia. Sharon's in the US. Yeah, just leave it a second or two, because Ian says he's coming back. Choppers, I'll wait for him to come back, and then I'll probably invite you up.
No, I'm just sorting me drying out.
Oh right, I thought you were going to say you're sorting your drawers out. But yeah, it's you see, as well. I mean, going back to the subject, I mean, because he don't mostly work on his own, but Bella is trashing the place. Chris has to have what they call an alarm on him, because they do go to some what I call dodgy areas. So he's got an alarm on him, and it's like one of these like pages. Talk of the devil and the show to appear. I've just talked to him a minute, Bella. I've just got muted. Sorry about that, guys. It was Mr. P on the phone saying he's having an early dinner. Whereabouts are you in the USA, David? That was Pixie's channel, who is my husband, just saying he's having an early lunch. So whereabouts are you from in the USA? And Choppers, she's hanging her drawers out.
I've got my dryer. I haven't got a tumble dryer. Let me try and see if I can show you.
Oh yeah, that thing that you've got.
See?
Yeah.
And that fills with hot air. I'm going to stop this up now.
So it's basically a hot air dryer.
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I know what I mean. It's like we hang them over and then you put that thing down and it
Yeah,
blows.
you open it up and you hang the clothes on hangers like you would in a wardrobe, go round, and then you just put it on, but it doesn't use hardly any electricity.
Oh, David's in Missouri. Oh.
I'll pause this.
So she's drying her knickers with hot air.
Instead
you
of
see,
being full of hot air like I normally am.
You see, the thing is, Bella, you've seen the size of my kitchen. It is quite a big kitchen, isn't it? So, you know, I've got the chest freezer, and then I've got my tumble dryer, then I've got my fridge freezer.
Yeah.
So I've got the comfort of having a tumble dryer.
Now my kitchen, although I've got a small living room, my kitchen's probably as big as yours. I'll have to send you some photos. I'll send you photos. But my kitchen's pretty big, and I've got room down there for a tumble dryer, but I just prefer to use that. But
it saves on lining and whatever. I mean, if it's because you see, like at end of my cycle on my tumble dryer, it's got like what they call an anti-crease.
Yeah.
It's like a 10-minute, like at end of the drying cycle.
Yeah.
It's so more often than not when I do, because same as I say, I think I've had it about 2 years. It were not long after we moved here. I had a new tumble dryer, you see, because the old one I've got were getting as though you'd put it on like for an hour and a half and they were still coming out wet.
Yeah.
So I invested in a new tumble dryer, and it was like one of the, is it AAA rated energy saving? I mean, it's like you know, about a year and a half ago, I had to have a new washing machine. Well, it was more than a year and a half ago because my mum lent me the money for it, and then I paid my mum back, you see. But that everything nowadays is like the AAA energy, like uses less energy, if you know what I mean.
I used to have a tumble dryer. I had a tumble dryer when Jordan was at home, but and I had a tumble dryer when my girls were small. But then when my girls were small, they were them old-fashioned ones. You used to put out the window. You remember you used to put the
yeah. Actually, funnily enough, I've got some of them, but you hook them over at radiator.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's say, for instance, I've got quite a large lowered, and then what I do, I hang the socks over it.
Yeah.
Even though, like, over the summer, I had to have the radiators on, but it still dries them, it still airs them, you know, and I just took, you know.
I put the I've got an my airing cupboard. I've got the things I got from the pound shop. They're like a circle, and they've got lots of little pegs hanging around.
Yeah. It's what I call a sock dryer.
Yeah. And I've got 2 of them in the airing cupboard, so that's where the underwear goes in there. And I put my towels over because I've got a banister. I don't know if you've got a long.
Yeah, upstairs. Yeah. Well, you know, like when we go in the bath, and I stick mine over the banister.
Yeah.
You know, just to dry them out, because obviously, I mean, there's like 3 of us, so I basically, you know, if like yesterday I had a bath, Chris had a shower, and then Callum went in bath. So you've got all these wet towels hanging about. So I took them over at bin, over exercise machine, over at banister. You know what I mean? Just to dry them out.
Yeah.
Chopper says I'm XXX rated. Did I say that out loud?
We believe you, Mark. We believe you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what was I going to say? It's cute and cuddly.
He is.
Yeah, it's very cute and cuddly.
He is.
Well, I did have a message from Ian saying he'd be back on in a second, but
What's happened?
I think it's because it might have gone with Sophie because she said her train was at 12:30. I had a phone call from Chris who says I'm having an early dinner.
What's early dinner?
Chris?
About 12.
Well, he says I'm just ringing up to let you know I'm having an early dinner. It's basically he probably done what he's got to do round a certain area, Bella. Thought, well, before I go on to the next one, I'll go home for my dinner first, and then I can crack on in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I said, because you see, what I do is I keep the door locked, but before I come live, I unlock the door, you see.
Mm.
So I ain't got to interrupt the live stream because he says, are you live? And I went, yeah, I've been live since about 10 o'clock. So yeah. So
I'm so sorry, Jeanette. It's because of that lot next door last night.
yeah, like I say, I can understand, Bella. I mean, I can fully understand. But I was just going to tell everybody about Chris has created his own Facebook page.
Yes.
Choppers isn't. It's not like in competition with mine. It's just that his YouTube channel is created a Pixie's channel Facebook page.
I wish I'd done that. In fact, I'm wondering if I could separate it now, but I've got so many of my beauty ladies on my YouTube, on my Facebook.
Well, all it is, Bella, you set up I mean, you could call it like Bella's Beauty Divas or Bella's, I don't know, but you can create it separate. It's easy enough to create a Facebook page, and then you just it'll show you a list of who you want to. That's all that Chris did. Click, 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 and invited you. You know what I mean? You could all your contacts. You could click on and invite them to your. But that's your. It's like because obviously he's got his own personal Facebook page.
That's what I was thinking. I would like to, but I've got more people from the beauty on my Facebook than I have family and other things.
Yeah, but I mean, look at it from this perspective, Bella. You're a beauty channel.
Yeah.
You and other beauty divas could share ideas, etc., on your beauty diva Facebook page. I mean, it's easy enough to do. I think you'd still be able to use the same email.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a case of creating your own. I mean, Barry's got one.
Yeah.
Now Chris has got one. I mean, I've just got my, my normal Facebook, and then I've got, the community page. But Ian's same. He's got his business page.
Yeah.
And he's got his own personal one.
Yeah.
So Chopper says he's on about getting on Facebook. All you need, Choppers, is an email. That's basically all you need. Easy enough to do. You can create a profile. Facebook itself will suggest people to add, but all you've got to do is search in like Chris Pickering, Jeanette Pickering, Bella Burton, Baz Burton. Hey?
Who said I'm making money?
You know what I mean? It will suggest people.
Yeah.
But you've just got to search for people that you know. Hi, Manic Magic. How are you?
Can you rename a Facebook page?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what I think I might do is I might make me personal one and keep this one as my beauty one and put the family over to a personal one because that's not got so many on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, same as I say, I mean, it's easy enough to do. Yeah. Just click on, you know what, when you sign in and everything.
Yeah.
I've got a lurkio.
Hello, you.
Hello, yo.
You know, and same as Chris says, a lot of people that are on YouTube are actually creating Facebook pages just for the YouTube channel,
Yeah, I think
if you know what I mean.
it's
It's
good.
easy enough to do. Did you use your same email address? Can you use this, you know, like as your personal one? Can you use the same email address?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you could.
I've used Pixie's channel.
Because see, when I created the Jeanette's Community YouTube place, I basically used the same email address.
Yeah.
Still use the same email address, but you're creating a separate,
Yeah.
you know.
Page.
Manic Magic says, yeah, you can. I thought you could use the same email
What's
address.
that gone now?
What?
What's that?
What you lost now?
Back.
Oh, but yeah, you know, I thought you could use the same email address, but on my Facebook community page, some as I say, it's the same email address as what I use on my own personal one.
Mm.
So it's just, I mean, if you want to create a separate one, Chris has lost yeah. I mean, he lost that a long while ago, Choppers, but hey, you know.
Me and all.
But you see, even if Mark wanted to create just a personal one, you know, it could. Let's say after he'd added a few, or you know, you could call it Chopper's Rule, or you can call it Mark. What, you know, I'm not saying your second name, but Mark, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could call it what you want.
Yeah.
Then link up Twitter and Facebook. Yeah. Well, you see, at the moment on my Facebook, YouTube, not to my YouTube channel, but me on my on my channel on YouTube, it is linked to the Facebook group. Hi Ian, how are you?
Yeah, so is mine. That's why I'd rather do it, that I take the family off and make that separate.
Yeah. Basically, you want a separate one for your family and friends,
Yeah.
and then another one for the beauty community.
Yeah.
Yeah, your uploads. Well, you see, what I do as well is when I'm setting up the live stream, basically what I do is I post in all the Facebook groups that I'm a member of.
Yeah.
So that notification goes out to everybody that's within that group,
Yeah.
that are within certain communities, if you know what I mean. But I've yet to, because you see, I've got Instagram as well, but I'm not sure how to link my Instagram page to my YouTube channel. So it's
Well, I know how to do it, but there's no good me telling you, just because I'm terrible. I'll mix you up saying it, but I know how to do it.
But I mean, it's like I've just had a notification come through. We've got like a neighborhood watch, and people post things like that's going on within. You know, this is how we knew. You know, them lard bangs. This is how we knew that it was supposedly kids blowing things up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Choppers, it's easy enough to do.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, family doesn't hurt to get and ask them to spread the word, be your marketing sponsors. Yeah, but you see, Bella is part of the beauty community, hence the name Beauty on a Budget. Yeah, same as I say. I mean, it's like
I haven't got a lot of, to tell you the truth, I haven't got that many people. And the people that I've got would probably want to stay with that channel anyway. Oh, Steve. Oh, Jada, I'm so sorry.
It's all right, Bella. I mean, I can honestly understand the reason why you're tired, and I fully understand. But you know, I mean, same as I say, Choppers, it's easy enough to set up. You just need an email address, and you go from there. I mean, more often than not, like Crimson, Bella, Ian, we talk via Messenger. It don't cost anything. It don't cost a phone call. It don't cost, you know, you don't use your minutes up.
No.
I did. It's all right. I'm just laughing at what Ian's put. Hazy Days goes live every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Now, I've got an itchy nose. What it was, I goes in, I says hello to everybody, and I went, is Ian in his dressing gown? It was on in his dressing gown. You know, so...
So you've got no excuse now, Bella. If you've got your rollers in and your nightie on, you can still come on panel.
Nighty on, hello, darling.
Do you hear them last night next up indoors?
Yeah, well, of course I heard them. What's a bleeding heard them? That's what you haven't told you. Can't even remember, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard them, all right. Then it was going on till 5 o'clock this morning.
Hi, WrestleMania.
What on earth was he doing? Sounded like he was punching a wall in.
But we see the problem being the Choppers is the fact that, I mean, you could go live via Facebook as well. DJ Ian, that was on the panel before, he does a gig on a Sunday night, and yeah, we see the problem being there, Choppers, is it's like past midnight for us. So, you know, it's the time difference again. You know, it's...
you normally cut Mark, don't you?
Oh, Gordon Bennett, there's another lake, yo.
Yeah, I talk to Mark.
Yeah, that's normally watches Mark.
Yeah.
How is the one-armed headbutting ninja this morning? Have you seen?
What's he doing?
What's he doing?
Oh, while Baz is there, Bella, you know, Expat in Mazaron, the drone channel,
Yeah.
is coming over for, you know, that drone show thing in NEC.
Yeah, Birmingham.
Yeah, he's coming over for it.
Yeah, I heard him say. That's why I mentioned it yesterday.
So, so yeah, it did say he's coming over for that event.
I'm on a bike with, but I'm not taking bars.
Did you hear him?
It's on me.
I
Is
want to
it-
know what's he doing home.
Is that, if you were listening earlier, Baz, he rang me to say he was having an early dinner.
Early dinner. He's just been skiving.
Yeah, so just to let you know, Baz, Chris is on about going.
I'll be back.
Mate.
You know that much. Oh.
Say that again, Baz.
That Pixie's a bit dodgy. Do you know that?
Going. Are you going, Chris, to that Birmingham?
He's on about
One
going.
back with, yeah. Two Steves who are good riding weeds on about with and all.
Oh, blimey.
You know the two.
I'm not going with a nutter squad.
Local thrill seekers with an outsider, i.e. Baz.
Drone seekers with the IE. Yeah, warranty. I'm calling myself the Warrington Drone Seeker.
Chopper says, just listening to my scanner, and there's a fire 10 kilometres away from me. Wow.
And put barbecue out.
Quick, tell Dizzy he can be there in 4 days.
Get back to bloody work, you.
He's sat in corner bars. I've relegated him to corner.
Bless him.
Yeah, so when Sean says something about last night about him going, Chris says, oh, I'm at, I think it's £16.50, I think.
Yeah.
How much?
£16.50.
Oh,
Might not be able to go as a kid, won't it? Get cheap tickets.
Oh, and just to let you know, Ian's on the phone to a certain company. He's just messaged me to say that he's had to ring them up.
Certain company, what's he doing now?
I'll tell you later. Well, if you go, will you take the car?
What?
If you go in, it's same as I say, he's not sort of made a decision as yet.
I have.
Have you? Well, thanks for telling me.
I'll just let you know.
Yeah.
Oh, say somewhere where if you take the car, say somewhere where you can pick Bez up and you can after
No,
petrol.
I'll go on my bike.
Oh, Birmingham, you go.
What?
No, a message is just sent me.
Oh.
So yes, he's on the phone to Virgin as we speak. He says,
Oh, right.
but yeah, it's a case of some as I say, the last I knew, or you know, it was saying, oh, I might go, but obviously he's made the decision he is going.
If he's going to go, get him to pick Bez up and they can after petrol.
Okie dokie.
So that'd be £2,000, please.
Right?
He says, so that'll be about £2,000, please.
He's after the new drone, the new Pro V Pro he is.
Always on about what is it? But it'll never happen. Mavic, whatever it is.
The one Ian's got.
Yeah, the new Mavic or whatever it is.
Wait 18 months, Chris, to be going right down in price then.
Yeah.
What?
It says wait about 18 months. It says and they'll be right down. Well, it's like the one that Chris has got. I mean, the P4 is like old news now. So you know, you'd be able to. I have a nice straight white jacket. Can I go to? So yeah, I mean, it basically, Choppers, what it is they're doing a big drone expo, whatever you want to call. Well, it's like an expo. Shut up in corner.
It means that it's just wake you up. It just means wake you up. Jodie, it just means wake you up.
Yeah, it says, does that mean I will call you in the AM?
That means I'll call you in the morning. Same thing. Oh, she's gone. She's stuck.
Just means it's just a, you know, chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you.
What?
You did go.
Yeah, it says chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect. And then it says successfully reconnected. I think it's Hangouts because Hazy Days had the same problem last night. It was talking away and then boom, all of a sudden it went off. Hey, got the good one.
Hi.
But yeah, I mean,
We know, Choppers. We know.
Is put knock you up means something different here in the Aus. Well, it does here in the UK,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Yeah.
it's got several different meanings.
Yeah.
But I think it might be weather. In all honesty, because some, as I say, it's
What's the matter with Ian's Virgin?
hey,
What's the matter with Ian's Virgin?
it just went off. He messaged me and well, he sent me 2 messages, but I'm not reading the other one out. That's what she said. Sharon's back.
Hello, Sharon.
No, not a God Raid. Got a job to do right now while tossing it off, listening to you. And if you're wondering what tossing it off means, it means he's slacking, he's skiving.
Yeah, that means something different over here and all.
Yeah, I was going to say that's got like a double meaning as well here in the UK.
But we won't go there.
But yeah, it's you know, it's just basically all about drones. But it's at the NEC in Birmingham, which is like, how long did it take us to get to Birmingham? About an hour and a half.
An hour and a half, 1 hour, nearly 2 hours, weren't it, with traffic?
Manic Magic says, yeah, lol, different here too. And I'm
Yeah, I'm going to need some back to work with.
so yeah, it's all right. For some reason I've managed to scroll down and right, back to normal now. Oh, it says the Chopper says the electric fishing cart worked great at the weekend, drove around for 3 hours, still didn't go flat.
You put battery in my phone down so I can fly around for 3 hours.
Bella, read me that sign that's next. It says beauty on a budget, Sharon. The one behind Bella or the one next to it?
This one says the best things in life are the people we love, the places we've been, and the memories we make along the way.
That's lovely, that one. But it's true. True.
That's
It's
what I've
true.
brought it up.
So yeah, Manic Magic says, yeah, so true. Chopper says no new video on the fishing cart, but I have one on the cat rod up now.
Oh.
Check that out later.
Beth said you'd check it out later.
Yeah, Marie says that's true, Bella.
Cheers, love. It certainly is.
It is. So yeah, same as I say, I had 2 messages from me, and one was saying that it was on the phone to Virgin Media, and the other one was on a personal level, let's say.
Okay.
But I'll tell you about it afterwards.
Okay.
Both Anthony and I were having so much fun, we forgot to do a video. But you see, that's the good thing about it being a double seater one. You're not sort of just going on your own. You can take a passenger with you, can't you? If you know what I mean. So I've rebooked my appointment for 2:20 next week. Sweetheart. I've rebooked my appointment for 2:20 next week.
On what day? On what day?
Monday. A week today. The one directly behind her, Sharon, she says, would you ask Bella to read me that sign next to her, sweet head? She just read it out. I mean, the one behind her, it just says Bella Beauty on a Budget.
On a budget. I can't take it up because I've stuck it on.
Yeah.
That one up there says, this one up here, can you see that? No, you can't see that one. That one, I've got one in the top that says, family is what makes a heart at home. And that is Beauty on a Budget, and that's the one that I just read you.
Yeah.
And this is just a little pussycat photo, and I've got different ones here. Ow, you can't see me, ow.
Just put sweet. She says, thank you. I was trying so hard to read it.
Which one? Most too high.
No, you can't put it any lower. It won't look right.
But I mean, it's true that, you know, you can't choose your family, but you can choose your friends.
Absolutely.
You know, and
How you doing?
He says you and Chris are family.
well, you know what I mean. I mean, like you can't choose the people that you're related to.
No.
But you can choose your friends, and then they are like relatives to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, and it's same as Chopper said. You know, we come here as strangers, but leave as friends, which is true.
Well,
You know,
I never expected to.
What? Choppers is a friend? I thought it was just some random person who come in chat.
it's because Ian's not here. He's got to have a go at somebody.
Exactly.
Expecting, you know, when I started it because of my love of makeup, and I started it, and I never dreamt in a million years that you know, Gail introduced me to this motley crew.
Well, this is it. You know, I mean, it's like, how can I put it? You don't think in your wildest dreams you're going to make such good friends.
No,
if you know what I mean.
not in a million years.
You know, it's not true what they say. You can't make like virtual friends, but we sort of, we're not just virtual friends. We are actually friends.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Carla. I mean, when she had the operation, I messaged her. You know, how you doing? How you feeling?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like Sharon. I mean, I keep in touch with Sharon via Messenger.
Yeah, I do. I agree.
How you doing? You know,
We talk every day, don't we?
yeah. And it's
I know. I used
Marie says yes. Jeanette is my sister from an English mister.
we say that.
You see, me and Bella are so much alike. I mean, you don't sort of realise until you actually meet in person how so much alike we are. I mean, like in Birmingham, I said Chris after Bella because I thought
help us two genetics exactly the same.
because Bella went walking off
You say?
to the shop, and I says to Chris, for God's sake, go after her because that'll be it. She'll walk into the sunset and we'll never see her again. So that's what he did. He went running after her. He caught up with her. He says, Jeanette sent me to come after you. And when she came back, and I went, I'm sorry, Bella. I says, but I've got visions of you walking off and then not, you know, being able to find your way back. I says, and that's why. She says, blooming heck. She says, you know me, you know. She says, me down to a T. She says, you know me too well.
True that.
So amen to that, and you better distinguish between friends and acquaintances quick. I think she's referring to Mr. P. But yeah, I mean, Chopper hit the nail on the head. Become here as strangers and leave as friends. But you know, it's like Sharon. She's been through a lot, and just that message to say, "How you doing? Are you okay?" You know what I mean? And it's like when when I was poorly last week, Bella were ringing me every day and saying, how are you feeling? Do you feel any, you know, and that's to me, it speaks volumes as regards friendship. You know, a friend is there for you in the time of need, you know. And to me, that is the sign of a true friend.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's like, can I explain this? Come hell or high water, you know your friends will still be by your side.
Yeah.
You know, whatever life throws at you, you know you've got friends that are going to be there for you.
Absolutely.
Not as I call like fair weather friends that seem to claim to be your friends, but only to their advantage.
Yeah, I agree totally.
And that's what I call fair weather friends, that, you know, they use you to their advantage and they're friends with you. Just, you know.
Yeah. Well, you've got a purpose.
Oh, yeah.
While you're serving a purpose for them.
Yeah, we've had a few of them.
Yes.
I've had a few of them in my life.
But Sharon, going back to that what you said, I mean, yes, you are a friend, not just an acquaintance, you are a friend. Yeah, exactly. Choppers, he says, you know who your friends are when you're down on your luck and need help.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And we'll go above and beyond, you know, like, you know, I mean, it's like, let's say, for instance, Sharon lost her husband. If I could have physically gone over to the USA to give her a hug, if I'd got money or whatever to go and get, I'd have jumped on a flight, I'd have gone over just to be there for her.
I felt just like that with Sheila, and I felt it with Jerry, and I felt it with oh my God, honestly I can't even see through my eyeballs.
Yeah, but the thing is, Bella, you understand the situation, but you feel like your hands is tied because you know you can't physically.
I know.
Reach out to that person and reassure them that everything's going to be okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, if necessary, I can get to you in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
You know, if it was needed, I could be with you in a couple of hours.
I mean,
when they're in America, there's nothing you can do.
But Barmer says, yes, when you go missing, I'm going to hunt you down and make sure you're... But this is it. This is what I'm saying. And I've always said to Bella, said the same thing to Ian, my phone, I've got a phone at the side of the bed. My mobile's always switched on. It's always charged up. If you need me, just call me.
Yeah, I say the same.
You know, and Bella's exactly the same. She says, you know, if you need me, if you're struggling, just pick up the phone and I'll, you know, I'm here for you.
Just don't be a stalker like that, Baz.
It's a bully, isn't
he? Sharon's just said, some of my YouTube friends I'm closer to than Maria. You see, I've heard that quite a few times.
I agree.
You know,
I totally agree.
But it's like, I mean, everyone knows that I'm more or less housebound. So I don't go out and meet friends. I've got Joy that comes over. She's the only one that like physically comes and sees me.
Yeah.
I know I've got friends out there that I can just pick up the phone and say, look, I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. And I know that that person on the other end of the phone will listen to me.
Yeah.
Make me feel better. I mean, like, you know, I've often rung people up. I sort of try and cheer them up. I joke around, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then at the end of the conversation, they'll say, well, do you know something? I was feeling crappy. I felt in a crappy mood, but you've brightened my day up. And that's
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
It says, Chopper says, if I go missing, no one would miss me here in my house. But you see, the thing is, Chopper, if you were to drop off, we'd all be saying, well, I ain't seen Chopper.
Yeah, yeah. Where's Mark? Yeah,
Yeah. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah. But Sharon's put, oh, Jeanette Pickering, I would love for you to come see me. Bring Bella and the gang with you.
Just leave Buzz behind.
Sharon, we're just going to warn you now, love. Right? When you've gone, you thought your hair would be sticking up like you've been plugged into the mains when they've all gone.
She'll need a proverbial white coat.
Especially when you make that pixie, you're terrible.
But yeah, I mean, we all joke around and we all rib each other, let's say.
Yeah.
But that is a sign of friendship.
Yeah.
When we know if we make fun or if we, you know, like Chris plays hell out of Ian.
Yeah.
But it's done not in a malicious way, but in a friend way.
Yeah.
I think he's meaning a stalker as in, you know, you turn round and they sat outside in a car, or you turn round and they're about 10 steps behind you.
Or they're following you in every Facebook drone video group that you're in.
It's just, she says, was that supposed to mean stalker? Yeah.
That's it. Yeah,
Go
that's
back to
it.
work.
That's it. Go and sort yourself out.
Let's go and sort yourself out. But you see, the thing is, I mean, Chopper's just put, when I laid on my back a few weeks ago screaming for help and no one came to help me when I slipped on the stairs. But, you know, that's the sort of scenario I'm talking about, Choppers. You know, if I could have physically been there, I'd have helped you up, I'd have made sure you were comfortable. You know what I mean? That's sort of the scenario I'm talking about.
Chopper, move to the UK, mate.
You know, it's one of them scenarios where, bloody hell. It's all right. It's a private number. Now I know it's not physiotherapist because they've already rung, but yeah, I know it's your family, Choppers, but mine and Bella's sort of our thing is, if I could have been there to physically help you, I would have helped you. I wouldn't leave, you know what I mean? I'd hate to see anybody struggling, and if I can help in like either an emotional capacity or a physical one, I mean, obviously you're in the Australia, Sharon, Marie, and everybody in the USA, but if I can help in some way to alleviate that pain, then I will do.
Of course.
I'm going downstairs now for a whiz out and a shit out. See you later.
Don't say that on here. Don't say that on the live stream. Get out.
Typical Bass.
Oh.
Says I'm going downstairs now for a whizzo and a shit out.
It's making that shit talking.
But if you hadn't guessed, that's Baz's sense of humour, Baz. It's not like that in real life, let's say. That's just Baz's sense of humour. Let's just say that.
She says that you got a person.
Well, he has. Oh dear. But if you hadn't guessed it by now, same as I say, that is Baz's sense of humour. Oh dear.
You've got to know him.
Unfortunately, we do.
Sharon's just put, see, a stalker brings babies and drops them on the roof. A stalker follows you around.
Of course, yeah, that's it, Sharon. I would have said yes away. Honestly, love, I cannot spell to save my life. If I haven't got autocorrect, if I haven't got spell check on like I've got on my iPad, I couldn't write a message on here because it doesn't spell check and be useless. Honestly, I can't spell to save my life. My grandson.
Yeah. Chopper says, I don't have any money, but I give away a lot of stuff at Christmas time, but I don't tell anyone I do it. But you see, this is the thing.
A brand new car would be nice, chops.
You know what I mean? I don't, you know, we ain't got a lot of money, but you know, it's been there for people. It's
That's priceless. That's priceless.
yeah. You know, if I can be an emotional support for somebody, if I can offer advice to anybody, you know, that don't cost anything. But to me, it says, no worries, mate. I'll see what I can do. And Sharon's put Chopper's rule. Let me know if you need my address for mine.
Audi TT would be nice, chops.
Yeah, in your dreams, maybe. But yeah, I mean, just to be there for, you know, that is the definition of being a friend. You're there emotionally, you're there for advice, you know. And I mean, Random Life Productions sort of, I mean, I'm a mother hen, if you know what I mean. That's what she refers to me as. And
I love Gail.
yeah. Oh, she's got a name for Steve as well.
I know. She told me last night.
She said, I says, just give her a few minutes. I says, she'll come up with a name for you.
I know. She told me last night.
Yeah. So yeah. So we've all got names now. Ian's the bear. Bella's the penguin.
I bet she ain't got one for me yet.
I'm the mother hen. And now Crimson is Crims Wiggly or Wiggler, wherever it is.
And I pictured it.
Yeah, Sharon's just said, what I find amazing is people who ask you for stuff just outright beg. It's great. Yeah, I'd never do that. I could never. I could never. I mean, my conscience wouldn't allow it to sit there and beg people for money or beg for this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? I'd sooner struggle than ask people. I mean, yeah. Let's put it another way. My washing machine broke. Now, I didn't actually ask my mum to lend me the money for the washing machine. No. She offered it to me. And so she bought me the washing machine, but I paid her back. But that's just my nature.
Yeah.
I don't like owing people. I don't like, you know, begging for things.
I don't.
You know, had it been left up to me, oh, that's your phone. But that's your work's phone.
I don't like asking for money.
It's all right. He's on the sofa and his phone's over there. You're on your dinner break, so you know, while you're on your dinner, stuff, whatever it is. But yeah, I'd never sit here and beg for things. Now, if it were offered and I says, well, yeah, you know, I'll pay you back. You know, that's different because you're not asking for it. You get offered it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So I'm trying to sort this out at the same time.
Friends of the Unknown Paranormal Research. Hi, everyone. So, yeah, I knew about that Choppers, but having said that, you didn't ask for their help. They took it upon themselves to help you out. You know what I mean? You didn't sit there begging, saying, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. They did it off their own bat, as we call it. So, you know, it's not sitting there and begging.
They chose to.
Yeah, they chose to do it off their own bat, so to speak, and you know, it's a case of, you know, they felt, you know, they felt that you deserved it, let's say.
Exactly.
Or I was trying to think of the right words, you know, from their respect, they felt that you deserved that. Yeah. Yeah. Some people have no pride. But you see, that's the thing. Some people don't have pride. But that's what it'd be. You know, I could sit here and say, oh, I've got this wrong with me. I've got that wrong with me. I need an electric wheelchair. I need a buggy, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I could, you know, I could sit here and do the same thing. But my pride won't allow me to do it.
Mm.
I mean, my true friends know the situation. And my true friends know that I don't sit outside that door. You know, end of. Only if I've got a doctor's appointment or a hospital appointment.
I know, darling. I know.
You know what I mean? And this is hence why the reason why I've cancelled the one today is because it means making 2 trips.
Well, you're coming to us next month.
Pardon?
Coming to us next month.
Oh yeah, yeah. Choppers put, if I lived there, you would have a wicked chair. Thank you, Choppers. But it is. It's you know, it's a case of I don't sit here whinging. You know, I'm alive. I'm still here. I'm thankful for every day. You know, there are people that are worse off than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, but
I don't sit here whinging about it.
I've got a disability. I work for a company.
what's he say?
It says I've got a disability. It says the company I work for. But yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, Chopper says, you know, if you live closer, this is what I'm talking about, friendship. And it's same, I always say it's same. If I live closer, if like Choppers weren't in Australia, if Barmer weren't in the USA, you know, I'd be there like a shot. I'd be there in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a case of, yeah, if we won the lottery, I'd come and visit every single one of you. And that's the truth. You know, if I won the lottery, if money wasn't an object, I'd be turning up on each and every one in your doorstep.
A couple of weekends ago, Jeanette was really upset about something. Something had happened, and she was really upset. And Baz just said to me straight away, "Go get on the train." But on Saturday, he said, "If she's no better, get on the train." I said, "I'm gonna," but she was better. But that's how we are.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like I've said, Bella, I know you have, you know, with your fibromyalgia, with your bad shoulder. I know you have your down days. And it's like me, if I were physically able to do that by myself and get on the train, I would. I'd be there.
I know.
You know what I mean? Because and like Sharon said and Marie, most of her friends are here on YouTube rather than in real life. Okay, then Choppers, he says his battery's you know, but it's that it's that's what I call friendship.
Yeah.
If I'd got the money, if I'd got the physical capability, anybody needs me, I'd be there like a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know, like in return, if I was struggling and I rung, let's say Bella, or I rung Sharon up, and I said, you know, I'm struggling today. I know they'd be there for me.
You struggling?
Uh,
How can you out this when it's cold?
plus the fact that you're on your own as well.
Mm.
It's all right. It's only Monday and his cream crackered already.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah,
Ah, bless him.
but
Let's put it this way: if all they do what gets done. If they don't like it, they can swap
well,
out
he's
something.
back. He's sorted.
You're not going to believe it. I'm telling you, somebody's got it in for me. Telling you. Right. Paid the bill of what it normally is £80.50 for the TV and the Virgin, right? For everything that we have. Because there's been a price increase and they've took the direct debit at £80.50, right? There was owing of £6 on the account.
Oh, what you do?
So they cut us off.
Oh my God.
That's what.
Just over £6.
£6.
Yeah.
I have a thing with Virgin that I've got. I mean, I've been with them years and years and years, but I've got like a thing, like a credit thing that if I went over, it goes on to next month, but it doesn't cut me off.
Oh no, this is literally as soon as it misses like this one bit of payment, it bumps off.
That's ridiculous.
So
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
sat here because it's in Sophie's name. I'm sat here saying to the woman, I said, well, it's paid for. I said, I've got it here on my account now. I said, I paid it for it. I said, it's £8.50. She said, I can see that. She said, but remaining £6. I said, well, I'll pay it now. She said, yeah, you can pay it, but it can take up to 3 hours to come through. So I'm sat here, keep refreshing. See my internet. TV come back on instantly. The internet was taking a while to connect, so it's just connected again.
Chopper's back. He's got power.
So not good. Not good.
Everybody's having trouble with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it were like last night. I was watching I Watch Ace Days, and I don't know whether it's. I mean, it was like earlier on in the chat. I mean, while you were gone, Ian.
Yeah.
Chat disconnected. Please wait while we reconnect you. It come on like you know how it were doing with you yesterday, where it just kept going down.
Yeah.
See, yeah, I might be late, but you never get this on Pixie's channel. You know what I mean? No disconnecting chat or nothing like that.
You're right, because Jeanette turns up, you don't.
Hey.
That's why we don't get it on that Pixie's channel.
But yeah, I mean, Easy Days were having exactly the same problem as you yesterday. The hangouts kept dropping out.
She dropped that about 3 times on me, didn't it?
So Chopper says, "Go and do some work, you bum."
No, next time I go downstairs, Choppers, I'm going to leave it here.
But we've just been on about friendship and things like that, Ian. And you know, it same as I said, if I'd got the physical capability, you know, I'd be there for anyone.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know that, isn't it?
you know, I'd come and beat them 2 lads up with my ninja walking sticks for you.
Yeah. Give them what for.
So they'd have broken kneecaps as well as a busted nose as well.
But it's more important anyway. That's priceless, isn't it? When you've got friends like that.
Yep. And
It's
as we all know, there's too many idiots up there these days who want to stab us all in the back. But hey, that's another story.
You know, it's what we refer to as fair-weathered friends. They use their friendship with you to better themselves, but it's not a true friendship.
Nope.
You know, when we were talking the other day, Ian, and I told you what my life used to be like, my finances used to be like.
Yeah.
Hundreds of friends. When I lost all that, they all went into the woodwork.
Yeah.
All went into the woodwork.
Very much the same. There's a girl who works at this brand spanking new Aldi, Bella, right? We were like best friends, we was, right? And when me and Idiot split up, right, she went to Carol and she was slagging me and Sophie off. And when we went to Aldi the other day, I said to Sophie, batter for it. And she was trying to be all nicey, and I was like, why, what's up? Because you can see I'm getting on with myself and you're not.
Yeah.
Just fake ass friends.
I mean, this is way Chris thinks. I mean, let's say, like a scenario, we won the lottery, and he said, I'd have all my fake friends coming out at woodwork, knocking on my door. Oh, hi, Pixie, you've always been, blah, blah, blah. He says, you know what, I'd turn around and say, well, you didn't want to know me when I was poor, but now I've got some money. Now you want to know me.
Yeah.
Do you know, I said if I come into money tomorrow, loads of money tomorrow, I know the people that I would help. I absolutely know.
And what did I say, Bella, when we went to the Isle of Wight? I says, if we won the lottery, we'd buy yourself a house and we'd get Bella one next door.
Well, you're laughing there.
Yeah, Friends of the Unknown Paranormal, what a positive stream strength comes in unity. But this is it, and it's like, without YouTube, I wouldn't have met Bella. Without YouTube, I wouldn't have met Ian. And I class them as my close personal friends.
Absolutely.
Ian and Sophie, Baz and Bella, and it's like Basil always refers to Chris as his brother.
Yeah.
Bella always refers to me as his sister. And I keep saying Ian's my adopted son. You know what I mean?
Because I'm the young one.
You know what I mean?
We're both adopted in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've sort of unofficially adopted Ian. So he's got like 2 mother figures now, you see him.
His dad, right? Your granddad, son.
Gonna say we could have picked the better looking dad, couldn't we?
But yeah, I mean, sort of same as say, oh yeah, Choppers. Well, he can be my brother. Can't say my dad because he's younger than me. I mean, to me, everybody, Angel, Choppers, Marie, I class them as my friends. I can't say like on a personal level because we haven't met them, but I still class everyone as my friends.
Yep,
I do.
So it should be.
And it's like Bella were just saying earlier on. I've gave Bella my house number. I've gave him my mobile number, and I say I've got a phone outside at bed. If you're struggling, just give me a call. I'll be there.
Well, I can confirm something here. He's a young gentleman that has my personal phone number, and he goes by the name of Baz.
How come you got his number?
Baz has got my number. I send him loads of pictures.
I know you have.
Friends of the Unknown
And I know
Paranormal.
when you send them as well, because I hear him in the other room laughing. And I asked him what he's laughing at, nothing. I said, yes, you are. Ian sent you something, hasn't he?
And I just sit there going, oh my god, Ian sent me.
That one, well, honestly, I couldn't sit down after I brought
that particular one I think you're referring to, Bella, is I just sat there and my eyes were streaming.
So was that. I thought, oh my god!
Friends of the Paranormal, we'll call them. Family, so many people can feel isolated. So nice to come on and see such kindness and warmth. Yes. Well, you see, that's one of the reasons why you've got to get Facebook, Choppers, because you probably enjoy the pictures that Ian sends you, or us, let's say. Oh, Angel says, if it wasn't for YouTube, I would not have met you, Jeanette. You are a great person. Glad that we are friends. I Jewish redneck. But yeah, our class, everybody that comes into the chat, we're friends. Maybe not on a personal level, like.
What's he ordered? What's he eating?
No, he's eating.
I thought he'd ordered something else.
No, food. Suki's just gone out and see me crisp, and I went, yeah, I'll have me crisp.
And I'm of this, I'm of this. Anybody hurts Sophie, they'll have me to deal with. You know what I mean? I mean, after Ian, you know what I mean? They'll have me to deal with.
She's just been, you know what? She's just been proper panicking because obviously Virgin over £6, cuts everything off. She's like, I've never been cut off before. I've never this and that. I said, it can't be anything serious. I said, something's gone on here. And I said, send us a ring them. I said, don't worry about it. So she rang them and she's got the phone to me. It's only £6. I've not got the money until I get paid until the 25th. And she was proper panicking.
Yeah.
And I went to her, just put the password on it. I said, give me the password. I said, I'll ring them up. I said, I'll sort it out. I said, it's not a problem.
We see the thing is with me, Ian. I mean, I've got authority on because the Sky and everything is in Chris's name.
Mm-hmm.
But he's given them authority on that account for me to sort things out.
It has now. She's just done that. Put the password. So when I give the password, then I can just say it's my name, and then I give Sophie's name in and stuff like that, and then the address and everything else, and then they'll speak to me then. So,
Yeah.
That's what we do on all our accounts. Some stuff's in my name, some stuff's in name. And it's not for a specific reason. It's just whoever sorted it out at the time.
Yeah.
But it's like what we do is say the water's in his name. So you phone up and you'll say, can you put my wife's name on it so that if she's dealing with the account, and then we do the same with everything that's mine. So we can both, deal with the accounts.
Well, this is it.
It's pretty sad though over £6 though, isn't it?
Yeah. It is that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
When all said and done, it's not your mistake, it's theirs.
Yeah.
And
I just want to look at something.
to cut it off for something that's their mistake in the first place, it's not on. And for a ridiculous amount.
Okay, go on. What we're laughing at, Bella?
I'm going to send that forward to my friends.
Hiya, Rodney. How are you?
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, Gordon Bennett. Does that mean I've got something coming my way then? So, yeah, I mean, Choppers is
no, not on my timeline. Definitely not on my timeline.
So, yeah, Choppers is on about getting Facebook. I says all it needs is basically an email and you're basically good to go. But
a picture so everyone knows who you are.
Yeah. And basically what you've got on YouTube so everybody knows who you are. I mean, they did it with Instagram. So, it's as simple as that, really. But you don't want none of them pictures.
And then all you need to do is you need to find me then, Chops, and then I'll send you a few pictures.
You don't even have to find you. It'll suggest friends.
No.
You know what I mean?
This is one of my beauty ladies sent this.
Oh, dear. It's saying attachment unavailable, Bella.
Right, I've just sent it. Should be all right.
Or do you not let it send?
It says this attachment may have been removed or the person who shared it may not have permission to share it with you.
Is it that vile? Yeah, it's the same at my side as well, saying this attachment may be removed.
I don't know what that is.
It might have just been blocked by Facebook. They might have took it down.
It was on Facebook, though.
Yeah, the same Facebook might have only just took it down and blocked it.
Well, you see, it's like when Ian's doing his live stream via Facebook, it like because of the music that he plays, it automatically shuts it down. That's why it goes off and then it comes back on again because Facebook itself actually shut it down.
It's copyright on it. They pick up the music, and every now and then, if I play a bit of Motown, sometimes I can go for like an hour and it'll be fine. And it'll hit a certain song and it just goes, boom, you're gone.
Oh.
So, it's a pain in the ass. So, it's not good. Not good at all. But, well, I was at 1,600 subscribers. I'm now at 1,599.
Oh.
That happens all the time.
I've actually gone up.
You've gone up.
I've gone up. I were on 1,341 and I've gone up to 1,345.
I'm at 125,000 watch minutes now, though. So I've gone up a fair bit, haven't I?
Yeah, yeah. You'll get it before February. I mean, it's just a case of do occasional live stream.
What has February got to do with it?
That's when it
Changes,
yeah.
changeover.
You know, people that haven't got the watch time, I was like Ian, that have got monetization, got super chat, etc. If they still haven't got that 240,000 minutes, take your super chat and your monetization away.
Until you
It's they
hit it again.
free.
Oh, so that's when the 12 months, when they go back over the previous 12 months, is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Right.
February to February.
Right.
So what they're going to do in February, Bella, is I reckon you're not going to need 1,000 subscribers and 4K watch hours. I think they're going to leave the 4K watch hours and then say to you, you're going to need either 1,500 or 2,000.
Yeah.
They're going to knock it up, aren't they?
Yeah, I reckon Summit's the fault. I reckon Summit's
all-
going down.
It's all these kids and stuff who are coming on. They're not hitting it as quickly now. So it means they're not giving out as much money, are they?
Yeah,
If I keep moving the goalposts, it's saving them money.
it's like somebody that's only been on YouTube for a short while. They go bump like that. They get over 1,000. You know what I mean? Hey, we've got Mrs. Randoming.
Angel, you can have some if you want,
I'm
mate.
going to work in a minute.
They're from Aldi. They're pretty nice. The barbecue crisp.
Oh, they look nice.
Yeah, you know what? They're only something like 40 odd p. Yeah, big bag of them. They're nice.
What time is it over there? It must be
Let's don't make his heart break into crumbs.
12:30. It's got to be about 8:30 in the... No, 7:30 in the morning.
No, that girl's in the house, is she? I think we need to ban her, don't we?
Doing up on here 7:30 in the morning.
Time difference, isn't it? That's what it'll be.
Yeah, Chopper says he's been on YouTube 11 years and still haven't hit 1K. It'll happen.
1st of July, June. 2008.
Oh,
I started.
It'll happen.
so you've been back on to 10 years.
Yeah, but I've only really been doing it about 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Right. And what Chopper needs to do, he needs to go into... Cheers, Rodney. Thank you very much. What you need to do, Chopper, is go into... Is it Pusa Studios or something you call
Yeah.
it? PUSA Studios. He has a lot of people going in. What's the one that you go into, Jeanette? Is it Recycled Dude or something?
Recycle Dude. He basically, I stumbled across it the other day, and basically I went in, I said hello, and basically I like your channel, and I got quite a few from there. Weren't expecting it or anything, it was the fact that I just happened to come across it, and I did put the link in the other day, and Chopper says he went over. He does a lot of dumpster diving, but he started doing like music and highlighting people's channels, etc.
Good.
After it bats and some crisp.
Oh, Lord. That's
Yeah.
nice, gal.
I have to get a shower before 9 o'clock as they're shutting the water off. Must be nearly Christmas as girls getting a shower.
Me. I don't know. He says that to me.
Oh, he has supported me back. Tell you, Choppers, if you see him go live, sometimes he goes live a couple of times a day. Then we might, it all depends what he's doing, I suppose.
So what do you have to do then to just get there? Do you have to send him a link or something?
Who?
You said go on to somebody. You said.
Oh,
No,
no.
it's just his channel. Same as I say, I like on the main page, and it came up. It comes up.
Bye.
It comes up. It comes up on your main page. So and so's live, or so and so's live, and I'd supported him, and he supported me back.
Oh, right.
I saw he were live. I just happened to drop into his channel, not realising, you know, I just thought I'll go in and say hello as you do. And
Is there a way of finding out what Ren got your channel nice intro? Who's she talking to?
Belle says Random Life Productions got your channel nice intro.
Oh,
Hi Vanessa, how are you?
oh yeah, she does have good.
It was just by pure coincidence, Bella.
Is there a way you can find out who subscribes to you?
Yeah, you'll see its subscriptions. It should tell you.
Does it?
Yeah, it should tell you who subscribed to you. I'm sure you click on it and it comes through. There was a way because I found out who was subscribed to me. It doesn't show everybody, but it shows majority. Because you can have it
If
nosy.
there's own videos, playlist, channels, it comes up across top as channels. So if you click on that, it will come up with a list of people that have sub to your channel, and if you're supporting them back.
Anyway, Jeanette, I've got something to say to you. I'm going to do a Jeanette now. Boom. 102 views. That's what I got in that live stream yesterday, Jeanette.
How many?
102.
Cool.
Mm.
Well, funny thing is, when we were in bed last night, Chris went onto my channel and he was like scrolling back through all the videos. And like a year ago, one of mine had like nearly 500 views. And that was sort of one of very, very, very first, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, you know,
Going up.
yeah.
Not sure, be like, you know what? I used to think like 100 views and stuff wasn't a lot, but thinking about it now, it is really, because we're only very, very small.
Exactly.
And we are very, very small, so we've not got the audience there. So when you're hitting 102 views, it's great. So you're saying that 500 views, that's awesome. You know what I mean? It's like some of mine. That one the other day, 5,200 views. Looking at that, that's a hell of a lot.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I used to think 100 views and stuff like that wasn't a lot, but when you look at it now, it is. It's getting there slowly. So that live stream was spare at the moment thing.
I mean, like I'm just looking on one that I did a few weeks ago, Happy Monday, 171 views.
Yes, you know, it means people are watching it and engaging with the channel and stuff like that, and that's good. It is. It's really good.
But I mean, like the old ones going back, I mean, like 270, 250, you know what I mean? But it's like people come across your channel and then they go back and watch some of your really, really old live streams or whatever.
My recommendation.
Yeah.
Travis just said he's got a video with 33k on it. That's a lot. My highest one's 26. And that's Santa Ponza. That's my highest one. No, where's Baz? How are we, grumpy ass? You had a good sleep? Believe the neighbours were nice and quiet last night, Baz.
Bloody terrible.
So it's not good. You know what I hate noise? I'll be honest with you now, Bella. These next door here, they're shocking.
Huh?
I mean, it's
Our
like
next door neighbours are shocking.
I've even gone back to some of me baking videos, and there's one here, Malteser chocolate cake, 233 views.
That's again really
That's
good.
good.
Really
And that's just one of my baking vlogs.
I'm trying to look. I'm going through. I didn't even know you could do
And
this.
that is like basically a year ago. It says published on the 10th of October 2017.
What we need is honestly one person, right, who's like 100 to 150,000 subscribers, to come in on a regular basis, right? And be a part of it. Them alone, just sharing your, say, coffee morning on one of their social media platforms will bounce you ridiculous. Out of the way. That Casey Neistat done it to his, I think it's his cousin or something. It works out. I'm sure she's blind and deaf. Only a young girl. She's very, very pretty. She's only about 17, 18. And she does this YouTube channel. And all he'd done was mention her name, and she had something like 1,000 subscribers. And by mentioning her name and saying, "Here's the link to it," she was up to like 1 million subscribers, like that. Just because it's the advertisement. And it's funny. I subscribe to it because I'm sure she's blind. I think she's just blind, and she does this vlogging. Like she's really good at what she does, and he mentioned her, and I went bump straight away, out of control.
I've got a video going up tomorrow. I've got to sync it because I'm doing it as a collab with a friend in America. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna go up in the afternoon, so she gets time to put it up in the morning.
Yeah,
it's got to go at the same time, and it's all about how we feel about being mature women. It's not about makeup; it's all about how we feel and who inspires us. And I've got 3 people. Jerry's one of them who I'm collabing with. This funny woman here is the other one, and then there's another lady, Sheila. And so that video is just about sort of sending people to. So I don't know if Jeanette will get anything from that.
Oh, thank you, Bella. Vanessa's put baking as always yummy to watch. Learn new technique. You see, the thing is, I'm doing what I love doing. I love baking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just I try and do, you know, not just chocolatey things. I do all sorts of things. You know what I mean? Talking about chocolate fudge and chocolate hot fudge and hot coffee.
I made something the other day which I've never made before. In a bacon tray. You know your wraps for your chicken wraps.
I saw that because you put it on chicken summit or other.
Well, I made that the other day, right? You put nachos and stuffed cheesy nachos, put a bit of cheese and the spices and stuff, and that I got with it, all the chicken spices, mixed it all together, put it all across, fold it all in, I got these little cocktail sticks, put them in so it didn't all kind of fall apart, put cheese all over the top of it, took all the wooden sticks out once it was all cooked, said to Sophie, it's either going to be nice or it's going to be crap. I said, so let's see what it's like. We chopped it all up into little bits. We got this garlic mayo dip for it. And I said, go on, you have it first. I said, you can be the taster. She had it. She loved it. I tasted it. I went, we're having that again soon. It was really, really nice.
Have you got it up? Have you got a video up on it?
He posted a link on his
Facebook
to the recipe. And I was watching it, and it looks absolutely gorgeous.
You still got the link? Send me the link.
Yeah, it was 2 seconds.
CCTV, and Baz has put lemon drizzle.
Do we ever cease? She said you're not getting no more lemon drizzle.
It's got to be here somewhere because I've just got.
Farmer says when she went to Tennessee, I got banana pudding fudge, banana split fudge, and chocolate fudge.
This is it, Bella.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah, that's my sort of thing.
Oh yeah, I watched it and it looks absolutely
exactly my sort of thing.
Yeah, I made this yesterday and bit unsure about it at first, but then when I made it, I was like, this is good. This like.
Oh.
Yeah, it does. It looks it you know, when I was watching it, it was making me drool. It looks, and it's like Dorito. I tried to live with my GoPro last night. I got 1 second on Facebook. Back to the drawing board. Oh
yeah, you see you come up on Facebook.
That's that. What I'll do, Bella, I'll take it in now.
That last bit is for the homemade dip, but I suppose you can.
Yeah, buy a dip.
That's what we done. We was in Aldi. I bought all the other bits for it, and I said to her, it says to make your own dip, handmade thing. I said, we'll just buy one. So she seen this garlicky mayo one. She picked that, and then she picked this like southwest kind of looking one.
Well, I mean, if you go in Asda, I mean, like them that make Doritos do their own dips, but you can also buy things that have got like four dips in like what they call a tray. I mean, one of them would be ideal.
Yeah. You know what? We had that the other day, and it's one of the nicest meals we've had for a long time. I said, so do you want me to make one again? And she was like, yeah, definitely. So I do 90% of the cooking you see in the house. So it's me.
Well, I'm just going to say something, Ian. When we come down in November, I'll let you make that for me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll all descend on Ian's ass. We want that for his tea.
That's fine. I can make a couple of them for us.
Yeah.
You know what? It's I don't mind cooking, but I've always had to learn since an early age how to cook and look after myself and stuff. So when I see things now, I kind of go, "Oh, I like that. I can make that."
Yeah.
Well, Baz says I'm going to make that one plus some China. Well, we'll have one at your ass, Bella, and then when we go to Ian's next day, we'll have that at Ian's. So that's just 2 days sorted out meals wise.
Yeah,
You don't eat Chinese, do you? Jeanette? Stop.
So what's going on now? She hasn't disappeared, has she? Jeanette! It might have gone down on again. Hangouts kept doing this on me yesterday on my live stream. Is she there?
Yes, we had tortillas and melted cheese when I was at Gale's.
Yeah, you know what? It was so nice that we made it the other day. Sophie doesn't finish so late, so I probably won't make anything tonight. So I don't. Oh, I'll make something, but I don't know what kind of thing. It won't be anything big like that anyway.
What's happened with Jeanette?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. It's just I'm on the live stream now. It says 14 watching. I think it's gone down on it again, like it did on me.
Oh, for God's sake!
Because this is what it done to the other day with me and you, didn't it? It left us like this, chatting, and then all of a sudden it went bump. It went off.
When was the last time? Yeah, but her picture's still there. No, she normally tells you she's going off.
I wonder if her internet's gone.
But wouldn't her picture go off then?
No, it'll stay like that now for just a picture, and then eventually it'll end the call. So as soon as it goes off,
she's gone.
Jeanette's left the call. So that means it's still saying the live stream's going. The live stream's just gone down. She's joined again. She's back.
It's all right. I'm running a diagnostic thing.
What happened?
I don't know. You know where it said earlier on, like chat's disconnected.
Mm.
You're back. You're back on the live stream.
It just went like that again. I don't know what's going off. Whether it's Hangouts and it says there were no internet yet, or lights is on router. I don't know.
This is what it kept doing to me. It done about 3 times, didn't it, on to me yesterday, Jeanette?
Yeah. I mean, it did exactly the same with Ian yesterday. It cut off about 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Gail. I don't know what it is. I mean, Easy Days had the same problem last night. I don't know whether it's YouTube, whether it's Google Hangouts or what it is. But Easy Days were having the same problem. Ian went live. He was having the same problem. So I don't know whether it's just...
Yeah, Baz, go quiet now, mate. She's back. Don't say what you're saying.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. A thing come up in the chat and it says chat has been disconnected. Please wait while we reconnect. And then the Hangouts thing went off and it says try again. I rung like a because there's like a diagnostic thing, but before that had finished, it came back on. I don't know.
Strange. Well, I've earned $6.30 off that near miss video, Jeanette. So it means I'll only get about £1 of it.
Why?
With the AdSense and whatever.
Because YouTube take far too much away from it.
What's that sense?
That's what you need for your
It's like once your live stream's finished, or once you get monetized,
Yeah.
once your live stream's finished, you can add ads at certain intervals.
Yeah.
Like your vlogs, at certain intervals, you can add advertisements, and if people watch them advertisement, you earn money from it.
I thought that was automatically once you went monetized, that happened.
If your ads come up, you've got to add them to it.
Oh.
Your AdSense is where your money goes to, how much you earn.
All right.
So it tells me now, like, your estimated revenue $6.30. I'm looking at. It said I was going. What did I say it was the other day? About £400 I was going to earn throughout the year. Did I say?
Yeah. But on that Social Blade, it does. I mean, I told Ian about the Social Blade thing. It says your estimated subscribers this time in 4 years will be up to 10K.
You should come in, looking good from here, David. Hopefully we'll keep the Hangouts live on the YouTube. I can't see them getting rid of Hangouts. It's only Google Plus, isn't it?
Yeah, but a lot of majority of people that use YouTube use the Hangouts, don't they?
Yeah.
But when I joined YouTube and I wanted to go, have a channel, it said I had to be a member of Google Plus.
They'll put something in its place. They can't get rid of it because YouTube will lose far too much.
Yeah.
Something will go into its place.
In way of revenue wise.
Yeah, something will go into place. So even if you take Google Plus away, it won't take our accounts away. They'll do something in the background, so your account will still be there. That's all they'll do. So I wouldn't worry about it far too much.
All right, see you later, girl.
Okay, see you later, Gales, and thanks for coming in.
See you later, Gail.
But yeah, I mean, it's like the AdSense. I mean, like you have to get to a £60 threshold, and once you've reached that £60 threshold, it's like Ian, they sent him a check.
Well, I went on that Gubbins thing, what you told me about.
Yeah, that's Social Blade.
And it said between something and £26 a month.
That's what your estimate you should be earning if you was monetized.
Oh, I don't do nothing now.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it all goes on like the views that. Let's say, for instance, like you get. Let's say, for instance, you get 300 views on each and every video that you post. Now, if you add AdSense and monetization to however long, let's say you go on for 20 minutes, you space advertisements throughout. You might get 3 or 4 advertisements in the space of that 20 minutes that you can add to that video. So, you space them out. Let's say after 5 minutes, you get an ad. So if people want to carry on watching they do have the option to skip the ad. Now, but if a person, I mean, like when I watch yours, I watch the ad anyway, or let's say, like Chris puts his ads in. I always watch the ad because if you watch the whole ad, he gets paid more.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So that's what you want. You want more people to watch the full ad than just a little bit of it.
All right.
Yeah. The more of the ad that the people watch, the more you get paid.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris will be able to sort it all out when we come up, but
you're
basically getting paid for these. I mean, it's not like the same ad every time. It's different sponsors or different ads, but that company will pay you or pay for the people that watch it.
See, my videos, right? The recent ones are like 200-300.
Yeah.
If I go down to like 4 months ago, they're like 400-500.
Yeah. But you see, this is what I'm going back on saying.
Still get paid for them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can still, once you get your monetization, you can go back through all your live streams, all your, all your things, and put your ads in them.
All right.
It's you can edit it, if you know what I mean.
Put your ads in yourself.
It's all right. Baz has just sent me something.
Yeah, he's just sent me it. I was a bit scared at first. I'm thinking, what's Baz sending me now?
It's just about the Google Plus thing. That the reason behind them shutting it down, basically. But yeah, the more people that watch the ads that you've added into your, I
had like Citroen on mine, Bella, and I've had like what else have I had? I had Citroen, I've had Sony, I've had iPhone. It's them kind of companies that do it through YouTube. That makes sense.
Yeah, and it's not the same particular advertisement each time an ad comes up. It's like
mine wouldn't all be for makeup and things like that.
No, it's all sorts. It's like mobile phones, cars, men's stuff or whatever. But they pay YouTube to advertise when you use your AdSense or you monetize. It basically chucks random advertisements in your vlogs. And they pay for them to add them advertisements.
Yeah. So when you click on a video and you see the advertisement comes up, and then it says after 5 seconds you can skip.
Yeah.
That company is paid YouTube to put their advertisement on YouTube. So YouTube then are just putting it like in front of your video. So because you're monetized, that's I mean. So anyone you watch the advert on means they're monetized first. So if you go on any of my videos, they've all got adverts.
You see, when I've just gone on my phone and first very top thing that comes up on my thing, Sykesology Cottages, and it says at side of it, it's an ad.
Yeah.
Right. Let me just show you what just as an instance, I'm going on Pixies. Right. I ain't got sound on. So I've just got one of his thing, but somewhere along the line, an ad will pop up during that video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or, right. I'll put.
Sometimes they come right at the beginning, don't they? And sometimes they pop up halfway through.
Yeah, but there'll be a thing come up here, and it pops up, and it says skip this ad. You can skip this ad in 1, 2, 3, or 4 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So then, if you click on it straight away, skip the ad, you'll only get a portion of that advertising revenue.
Right.
Whereas if you watch the whole advertisement, the more revenue that person gets.
Right. Because I've got, there's one of the beauty ladies I know, she does quite long videos because she does demonstrations. And she has one at the beginning, and then one comes up in the middle, and then one at the end.
Yeah. Well, it's your choice as the intervals that you let's say you do this is just sort of off top of my head. You do an hour and a half live stream. Now, after the live stream's been uploaded to YouTube, you can go back then and edit and put the ads in there. So if people are watching your live stream back, They've got, in order to carry on watching it, they've got to watch the advertisement.
Right, but you can't pick what you advertise.
No,
No.
it's just like randomly throwing
Right.
advertisements out there. Vanessa Kitty, I've been searching block and tackle for lifting, and now my web browser shows ads for nothing but block and tackle. Well, that's the thing. It's
that does, yeah.
it's going on what your browsing history is. It does show advertisements
For it.
But you see, yeah, you know, it's not a particular advertisement. It could be, you know, I'm being a bit jokey. It could be an advertisement for Viagra or whatever. You can't sort of.
You've been watching my videos.
You can't say what advertisement goes in there. That is up to YouTube. The ads that they place, but you've got the. You know, you could do like, you want an ad after 5 minutes, you want to add after another 5 minutes, or every 5 minutes, you could put an ad in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just shocked Jeanette's been watching my videos.
Well, Ian, let's face it, you don't need Viagra.
No, I don't. I just
Too much information, thank you.
yeah. No, we don't have that problem.
But I'm just sort of throwing it out there. It's the advertisements are random. It could be L'Oreal shampoo, or it could be Mercedes-Benz, or Formula One, or cottages, or Booking.com, or you know, it's just like randomly throwing the advertisements out there.
Right, I'm gonna go and get some lunch, guys.
Okie dokie, then I'm
No
going to say
worries.
I'll not be going on too much longer because I've been like 2 hours now, and
Yeah, my bum's going to sleep now.
yeah.
To be honest with you,
yeah.
I don't know when, but probably about 3 o'clock, I'll probably be going live again just for a bit of.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out.
It's only going to be like an hour thing. It's just to keep that watch time.
I'll make
going.
sure I'm busy doing something.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
You know, I'll be there. I was there for you yesterday, so don't stop moaning.
You know, I'll make sure I reject on that one, Bella.
I'll see you later. See you in the
Yes,
end.
see you later, Bella.
Bella.
I'll speak to you in a bit, and I'll message her. And
She's gone. But no, I was gonna. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna go live. I will go live, like, but I was just gonna go live for an hour again, just so we get used to it.
yeah, I mean, it's same. I mean, like it's like yesterday. I mean, you don't need to go on like 2 hours or whatever. I mean, look at views you've had on it.
Yeah.
And that's just for sitting there, inviting somebody up onto the panel and just talking, as we call it, shit.
Yeah. So, it's just to get that watch time. Because I'm up to what I'm up to now, 120 odd. I said before, didn't I? So.
It's all right. I'm just laughing because, I mean, I, as you know, I've applied for my monetisation. Chris says to me, your monetisation still ain't come through. I says, some people are having to wait 3 or 4 months.
And I can't remember when I very first done mine, right? Well, I lost mine back in February, and then I regained it again. And I did mine, I'm sure, I'm going to say anywhere from April, May time, right? And it said, it was a little message underneath it, and it said, due to the amount of people, these are backlogged till the end of June. And I'm sure it gave me a date, something like the 25th of June. That date didn't come, right? And it didn't get monetized. It was about a week and a half after that that it actually come through.
Well, you see, I've heard different variations because somebody came into one of Chris's chat and said he got his within 4 weeks.
So I've heard that.
You know, then there's other people saying, 3 months down the line, and I still ain't got mine.
Yeah. I have heard that. Somebody was on about it within the last week on a live stream. I don't know where it was, but someone said I applied for it. Someone, it took me a week, some took me 4, some took me 8, some took me like 3 months. It's up and down. It's not really been like.
I think, in all honesty, I think YouTube look at your channel saying, well, you know, people, she's getting this many views, she's getting that many views. Obviously, I think it all depends on the channel.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
So I've got 183,000 views now, but I've only got 160 videos on my channel. For that, so I don't know if that's been a big benefit for me because I've got a lot of views. So then they would do that for me.
Yeah, I'm going to say I think a lot of it is if you show consistency on your channel, like you said, you've not done anything recently, you know, I think they look at that and say, well, you know, like me, I do coffee morning every day. This person's live every day. You know, it's something, you know, we're gonna earn a lot of money off this woman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay then, Sharon.
So I don't know if it's that. See you later, Shannon, love. I don't know if it's that's the reason why I got it like it did or what, but I know people are up and down. If people are getting 20,000 views, that they're gonna want ASAP.
Yeah,
it's more for YouTube and more for that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the way that they look at it. You know, like you getting sort of 10,000 views, blah blah blah. The fact that, you know, you're getting them kind of views, or they probably sat there rubbing their hands together.
Yeah,
you know, basically. And so for somebody like, let's say, they might have 2,000 supporters, but they're not consistent with what they're doing. And it's only periodically or occasionally that they upload or they go live or blah, blah, blah. Well, we're not going to earn a lot of money off this person.
Yeah. And so I know 99% of mine is my drone footage. Canadian Drone Hub, they did yesterday. Was it Saturday? Might have been Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday night. They actually shared my video onto the screen.
Wow.
So everyone was watching it. That's where a lot of my subscribers come from. Which was me Santa Ponza video. Val had asked people to send in the best drone footage, and I sent mine in. I said to Val, I said, well, this is Santa Ponza, this is where I'm moving to. And that went on. I said, this is one of my highest viewed videos that I've got. And everyone was on there was like, wow, this place is beautiful, blah blah blah. Which again, a lot more views on that. Again, which I noticed that's up on me when you go into Creator Studio. That's one of my top videos. That
it's like, I mean, as you know, the drone expat, did a shout out for him, and he says anybody that does a shout out for me, I'll do him a shout out back. Well, obviously, he published a shout out for Chris yesterday.
Yeah,
I thought, oh, you know, I'll get tons of subscribers. I think he got one.
Yeah,
he got one from it.
I don't think it's so much the subscribers. I believe people are being very lazy, to be honest. I think people are watching Chris's footage, watching mine, watching yours, and I think they like it. Right?
Yeah.
But I think they're forgetting to hit that subscribe button. And they're not hitting that subscribe button. I think that's the problem is they need to... I think YouTube should change it to where if that same person watches your videos or 10 of your videos, they automatically subscribe to your channel.
Yeah. It's there again. It's look at draw, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It all depends at the end of the day who's watching it and who's not.
Yeah. I do believe that a lot of people like your footage and stuff like that, but it's like that one of my Santa Ponza, I have 25,000, 26,000 views on it, right? I don't know how many I gained subscribers off that, but you would think that I should be a lot more subscribers if people was liking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've only got some like 2 thumbs down. It's something like 100 and odd thumbs up on it. You know what I mean? So one of my other videos got over 300 thumbs up on it, but I didn't gain that many subscribers from it. That's a drone.
But that's it. I mean, it's same as you said. It's easy enough for them to watch it and just get a thumbs up and comment. But then, you know, that's their job done. Let's say.
Yep, it's one of them. It's I don't believe. Again, I think the comment side of things. I think people forget to comment on your video. I think people are sitting at home in the beds and on the couch and they're watching YouTube and they think, "Oh, this is really good now," and they're enjoying it. I just think once they've watched the video, they just go bump and forget about subscribing, comments, and liking or whatever, and stuff like that. But
I mean, it's like when I go in anybody's stream, first thing I do before I even go in chat is like it.
Like it, yeah, straight off and get it up. And say it's I know my stream 21 hours ago, 102 views that's had. Since my last stream, which was last week, that had 65, and the one before that was 82, and the one before that was 52. So it has boosted up a fair bit my live stream.
Yeah.
On it, and that's because I've been going within the last couple of weeks live a bit more. So I'm going to do a live in a bit and just see what comes in. If there's enough people in who's watching, then I'll stay a bit longer, but I'm aiming for about an hour.
That's all it needs, really.
Yeah.
Chopper says, I like bribes or cash. So do I, Choppers. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, I've been going on for over 3 hours, so I'm going to close it down. Thank everybody for coming in. Angel, Choppers, Barmer, Vanessa, Ian for being on the panel, and Bella for being on the panel. So I'll see everyone in the morning, same time, same place. So I'll see everyone tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Jeanette.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.